RNC.
Crazy and it's so obscene. You gotta know where to hide in the big machine. Say it sounds like TV on the radio, so push that sound. I wanna hear it in stereo. Do what you want, it's the will of the people. Nothing holds you back on that online radio. Ain't no love tonight in this city.
Every time I hear this song,
I thought that we had gone steady. We're all
all right, we're here.
Man.
We're in. I am Keith Pazel. This is my podcast. I'm here with Brocious, as always.
Yeah, hello, everyone. How you doing?
For once, we finally have a smooth intro with the song. I've been forgetting to hit record, so
I know. It's classic. It's classic you, man. It's stressful getting the show on.
Welcome in, everybody. If this is your first time, what we do is we watch TV. We talk about current events, past events, a lot of past events.
Some of the we're definitely nostalgia.
But it's all,
I lose myself in the past, not in the future.
Yeah. But the spine essentially is what's on TV usually drives what we talk about, or vice versa.
Yeah.
So right now we got some. First of all, we got a new layout on the YouTube channel, by the way. And if you're here on YouTube, smash the like. I got to do it. I have to go opposite because it's a YouTube. Hit the subscribe down there. Do us a favor. If we still get a lot of subscribers, we'll start making money and we can quit our day jobs.
Hey, I told someone about it this past week. You know,
well, someone subscribe, reviews, interact. I fuck with the channel. So if you hate us, tell us and we'll argue about it.
Absolutely. So I we got a new setup. I actually listened to a bit of an older episode, the one where we mocked the Chicago accents from about a month ago.
Yeah, that was a good one. People like that.
Yeah, I was like, this is we're doing something here, Keith.
Yeah,
we're doing something.
I'm here. I'm drinking non-alcoholic beer. I'm officially 33. I think we can point that out. Once you quit drinking, and then you're responsible enough to where you're like, I desperately crave alcohol.
Yeah,
but I can't. But so you get you cross the threshold of like, I'm gonna risk being that guy.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, man. I'll never give up alcohol. That'll never happen. But it has been curbed. My appetites have been curbed out here. I don't drink as much as I drank in Chicago. I mean, I still drink. I had to drink a couple beers last night just to unwind after the week. As usual, busy week, Keith. Very busy week.
Yeah.
Got a deadline coming up in a couple weeks on an application, and those don't always go that well.
Got a deadline on an app. That's a Chicago accent fucking thing right there. I got these deadlines on the apps. The mayor.
It's funny. I was thinking about that, man. Like my early years, like in my career. I was talking with Todd Massey last night.
Yeah, I was talking to him at the same time. I was messaging with him, and he was like, because I hadn't talked to him in like 2 weeks. You ever have those moments where you think someone's mad at you?
Yeah.
Like he texted me when Villa staved off relegation in the Premier League because we're both Aston Villa fans.
Yeah.
And
it was in doubt, though. Like it was in question.
Oh, it came down to the wire.
It was like they were one of the
They tied on the last day and stayed up by a point. And so here's the nail biter. So there was 4 games left in the season, and they were 7 points down. They needed to make up 7 points.
They had to play well the last
so
4
they
games.
won 2 games and tied 1, but then they also needed every other team to like lose, and that happened. It's a perfect set of scenarios. I think they had a 2.7% chance of saving themselves. And
some English person bet on that, and they got a lot of pounds right now. England, it's legal in every single bar in England.
And
betting is totally legal across the entire country.
And this is why it's a big deal because once that had, like, Villa has billionaire owners. One of the dudes who owns the Milwaukee Bucks is an owner of Aston Villa, and this other Egyptian guy. Like, collectively, they're the 5th richest team in Europe.
Wow.
Or at least in England.
What part of London do they play in?
They play in Birmingham.
They're in Birmingham. Okay, interesting. I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah.
Are they basically, how many teams are in Birmingham?
2.
Who's the other Birmingham team?
Birmingham City.
Oh, yeah.
The Blues, they suck ass. They play in the second city derby because Birmingham is the second city of England. That's why initially I was looking. I've told the story of the fucking Polish kid that who is now dead. Who got me into the Premier League.
Yeah,
and I remember it was when Wikipedia first popped too. So I just looked at sister cities of Chicago because that's how I roll. Like, usually any other team I follow has something connected to Chicago. So I was going to root for Inter at one point because Milan is like a sister city.
Oh, yeah.
Mexico City is a sister city of Chicago. Hamburg in Germany is. But all those soccer teams are like, if you want to root for a Mexico City team, you have to root for Club America or fucking one of the other garbage teams. And Club America is like Real Madrid. They stink. They're like fucking royalty. They're the millionaires. Their nickname is the Millionairos.
Oh, God.
Like, they're made of money.
And where are they at again? I'm sorry.
Mexico City.
Mexico City. Okay.
Coca-Cola owns them or some shit.
It's a major company.
They play in the stadium where the Mexican national team plays.
Yeah, exactly.
I've heard when USA plays Mexico in that stadium, they get fucking Coca-Cola, hard glass Coca-Cola bottles thrown at them from the stands.
The USA players do? Yeah, I believe that. But what about
so Villa's rich is the point of it. So the fact that it would have been a big deal if they got relegated, but it would have just cost them money. Like one of the presidents said, it would have been a 200 million pound loss if Villa got relegated. Like that's how much it would have cost them.
God. But that league, there's a shitload of money in that league, man.
But they were like, you're lucky that we have the owners we have because we can afford that. Like they basically said it would be a small setback to where if we had.
By the way, I hope people are liking the Friday the 13th soccer comment. But I'm listening. I want to hear more.
It's a little smaller in the corner right here, but that's because we got a fucking copyright strike for Death Wish. 2 reasons. I think.
Really?
I think I had it too big on the screen, but also Death Wish is on YouTube. Like they sell it on YouTube. Like NBC Universal sells the digital version of it. So here's why we got a copyright. If you go to our YouTube video, you can buy Death Wish right underneath our podcast.
Really?
So my thing, don't give us a strike. We probably got people to buy your shitty movie.
Yeah, give us a couple $100. You know, yeah, exactly. You know, that's how it all starts, right? You know, we got to start. Yeah, exactly.
I'm almost willing to guarantee you, someone's like, "Hey, I bought Death Wish because
I was able to because I listened to fucking Paisley's podcast with that
Kevin
old
Kellum
guy.
says he fucking goes to sleep listening to us."
The weird nerd conversations that we have. It's hilarious.
So,
speaking of events, though.
Yeah.
Speaking of events,
I'm remembering where I'm at. I'm remembering where I'm at
with the soccer story
about how it's good, like the big deal of them staying up.
Yes.
But go finish your
no,
thought.
No, it's all good, man. But there was an event this week called the Republican National Convention.
Oh yeah.
RNC.
So essentially, why it's good is because they stayed up, but it's enough to where now the billionaire owners could really invest. Like when they first bought the team,
is that the dude from fucking Sopranos as a younger version? That's him. Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah, it is.
She's been in shit too.
Yeah. I'm sorry. That's a guy.
This is when Jason first started being all dead and decrepit.
Yeah, he started. Yeah, exactly. It was that face mask was a score. When they got that mask,
Part 3 was when the mask happened, right?
No, Part 2 actually. Part 2, but Part 3 was 3D. That was in 1983. There was 83. There was this weird comeback with 3D movies. There were like 4 or 5 3D movies in the early 80s, and that was one of them. And it was like arrows being shot at you. Well, look, I mean,
it was Jaws 3 every 3. I think it was.
She got it.
I think it worked out. Yeah. I think it worked out too to where when 3D
Space
came out,
Hunter.
Every Part 3 was just rolling around. Like I bet you they wanted him to do Jedi as 3D.
Was the director on that? David Lynch chose Dune over Return of the Jedi.
No shit.
David Lynch was. I mean,
Dune's not a bad movie.
It is. I
Dune's
actually
more
like
cult.
It, but it is so nerdy and bizarre. It's such a
It's like
David
Dark
Lynch
Crystal,
movie.
but with humans.
Yeah, it's I guess it's also a complete bastardization of the books. They do not do it justice. They touch
Well, because they're epics. It's like a 9,000-page book. And
you're trying to make this into a 2.5 hour
Shit
movie.
like that needed to be TV shows.
Yeah, exactly, episodic. And so
love a good episode.
Elements of what I respect about Dune, and what I respect about it is that when I think of like the pantheon of science fiction, like what's sort of the grandfather or the German? I think it's Star Trek. I think it's Space Odyssey.
Get a little
and I also think it's Star Wars. So it's Star Wars, Space Odyssey, and Star Trek. To me, like very important in sort of the genre of science fiction becoming something bigger. So it was trying to be like a fourth leg of the science fiction realm, if that makes sense. Falling woefully short, but a very ambitious movie.
It was trying to be a fourth leg, which was accompanying the third leg, which was Crocius's burgeoning teenage dong with all these women in these movies. That was, as a kid, watching these horror movies was 90% tit.
Oh, when you saw breasts, it was a big deal. Yeah, absolutely. Well, the access to pornography wasn't like it is now. I wasn't raised on porn. I came to porn late.
I'm half and half.
Late.
I came to porn late, but when it came, it
came
fucking
hard.
came.
Yeah. You came hard. Yeah. The damn burst, so to speak.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I didn't. It was whatever. It was my mom.
What's he saying?
Is that him?
What?
That looks like fucking old boy from fucking Quantum Leap.
Yeah. He's somebody.
You've got to help me.
I think he might have been in some soap operas
Where
too.
is she? Where's my mother?
He's not the guy from The Sopranos, but he looks a little bit like him.
No, we could figure it out. I could look it up online.
I mean, this is
here.
important. This is his high watermark. This was his Oscar-worthy performance. These movies and these casts and I'm sure it was.
Let me look and see what Roman numeral this is. So this is 6, 7.
Oh god, yeah. This is more like
this is the New Blood.
This came out like in '88.
Oh, this is about the girl who's telekinetic. She's got like mind control powers. This is 1988.
I was gonna say I knew it was '88. I could tell.
So you saw this in the theaters.
I didn't see this in the theater.
Kevin Blair. Lar Park Lincoln.
Give him a good weapon, which is so unwieldy. You could get away from that. You really could. I mean, that's
I think it's Kevin Blair. No.
Yeah. What else was he in? He's a main character. Oh, just get up and run.
Oh no, wait, Dr. Cruz, Terry Kaiser.
Was he in some soap operas?
Let's see. He was in Emergency, Barnaby Jones.
Oh yeah.
The Bionic Woman, Hawaii 5-0, Maud.
Yeah.
He was Mr. Elliot in WKRP.
Yeah, that's exactly what. Yeah. I mean, he had some roles. He was in. He wasn't ever a primary character.
He's worked up until 2016. Shit that you can't Wikipedia. He was in A Christmas Tree Miracle, which is a holiday film produced. I think that's like a Hallmark movie. Let's see the last shitty. He was in Weekend at Bernie's 2.
These movies are not.
Check this out. He's got a nice spot. Mannequin 2, Weekend at Bernie's 2. He's also in Weekend.
He's getting it right
now.
He's
Bernie Lomax. He's Bernie, dude.
Oh yeah. Okay, so he's Bernie.
Bernie.
Yeah. That makes sense. So that's his claim to fame is playing a dead guy.
Yep. Hey, I mean, some would say that's the hardest acting job. He could also say he's in 7, but from 1979.
The show 7 from 1979.
No, it's a movie.
It's a movie,
but
7.
He can still say he's in 7, and people are like, "Oh, okay."
Really? Okay. I was in the wrong 7.
He's in a movie called Six Pack. He plays Turk Logan in Six Pack.
I'm sure that was
1982.
Yeah, that very much was an early '80s movie.
Surf 2.
I like filmmakers.
Do you remember Surf 2?
No, I remember Six Pack. Yeah.
You remember Six Pack?
Yeah, I remember that. I never saw it, but I remember hearing about it.
Let's figure this the fuck out.
Well, I think there was a whole again, it was that era of movie.
Kenny Rogers, Diane Lane, Aaron Gray.
Aaron Gray was hot. She was the Ricky Schroeder's mom in Silver Spoons.
Yep. Buck Rogers.
She was in Buck Rogers. She was like this disco queen. I remember being young and being like, I am attracted to Aaron Gray. I am attracted to her. Being like 10 years old and be like, yes, I am excited seeing Aaron Gray.
When race car driver Brewster Baker stops at a gas station, parts are stolen from his race car. Then, while in a diner in a small Texas town, he sees some people stealing parts from another car and chases the thieves. When the thieves' van goes into a river, Brewster rescues them and discovers that they are orphan children. The kids were stealing auto parts for Big John, the corrupt county sheriff, who jails Brewster for breaking and entering, larceny, resisting arrest, and speeding. After the kids help break Brewster out of jail, Brewster reluctantly takes the children with him. Eventually, they form a friendship and bond. The end of the movie, he kills them all, and he sells their parts. No. Features real race footage from the 1982 NASCAR Coca-Cola 500 held at the Atlanta Motor Speedway and won by Darrell Waltrip, who didn't win a race again until fucking Earnhardt died. I think when fucking the Intimidator died, Waltrip won the fucking Daytona 500. He was trash. That's proof that you could fucking be garbage at your profession and have a career. Michael Waltrip is garbage.
Well, I remember, Darrell Waltrip was a name. He was a bit of a name. What's interesting about that story, when I hear you, my mind kind of went off on kind of the audiences are trying to appeal to. You know, with that movie,
it's like that Savannah Smiles, like it's like the robbers kidnap the kids, but they fall in love.
But then they're trying to tap into the Smokey and the Bandit theme too. Kind of stroker ace, like NASCAR cars. Cars were still sort of a dramatic thing in a movie. I mean, they still are. But like it was like, hey, having a good like 70s gas guzzler that could go fucking 120 miles an hour, that was cool. That was a good thing to have. So they were definitely tapping into that sort of part of society.
Yeah.
With that. But also, what a ridiculous plot, though. They're orphans that are doing small crimes. Yeah, it's part Walking Tall. Walking Tall was a big thing. Joe Don Baker, early mid-70s, was like a corrupt town, and he was going to take it on, man. He was a man with integrity. He'd walk around with I think a 2x4. That was his weapon of choice.
That's the Rock,
Hacksaw
the Rock
Jim
was
Duggan.
in the remake of that.
Yeah, absolutely. Walking Tall, man.
He absolutely. It was a huge piece of wood. And he clears out a local mafia with it, basically. The sheriff is like running the town.
You would be shot, is what would happen.
That's back when a sheriff could run a town. Look, Alex Villanueva is one of the most corrupt people out here. He's a sheriff, and even he doesn't run the whole county. He has to delegate his fucking...
Court County's too big.
His corruption.
Yeah.
You know what? The whole time, because I fell in love with East LA today, guys. We went to a fucking march.
Cool.
I embraced my Chicano heritage.
Good for you, man.
But I love it. It made me feel like being in my grandma's backyard, but huge.
Yeah.
But I was fantasizing. I was like, you think Crocious would drive out here to record a podcast once a week?
I'd go to the East. I go to East LA.
Well, because we were kind of laughing because it's not an undangerous area. It's kind of like you don't want to be out there at night. But I was like, Crocious isn't that kind of white guy. I go, he would more not like how far it is.
Yeah,
I would have to convince him just because it's 15 miles away.
Yeah. That would be the thing. It's like, I don't want to go through that traffic.
Yeah.
That would probably be the issue more than anything else. But you got to deal with that.
But she doesn't want to move there because Alex Villanueva, it's a county. It's not L.A.
Oh.
So she was like, I'm not living anywhere where he's in charge.
Because he's terrible.
Yeah,
he's
he
really
just
bad.
got elected. He's just starting his term as sheriff.
Yeah. I don't know.
It would be dope if you could if it was Deadwood and you just fucking challenge him to a duel.
Yeah.
You blow his brains all over the thoroughfare, and then you get a new sheriff.
You run things, It's like, God, Deadwood, man. Deadwood is so good.
Trump would love to do that.
Yeah.
To just challenge Biden to a duel.
You mean like Aaron Burr and Alexander Hamilton?
Yeah. He loves that. That's my favorite part of the musical. He probably loves that shit.
Yeah, having a duel, it would be preposterous. It's hilarious. The people used to settle things that way. It's like, damn it, I can't do.
I think in Texas you can.
We've come to loggerheads. Shit, we got to do this now. It's like, okay.
Ooh, that was an 1800. Like in the 1700s, you came to loggerheads.
No, I was like, God, I got to deal with this son of a bitch. Won't yield. I know he's wrong. He knows I'm wrong. So
I got to slap him with a glove.
It's life and death now. And there was a weird honor to it. This weird, like the ego of that era,
Next, we got my favorite one, which is Jason Takes Manhattan.
Yeah, Jason Takes Manhattan's pretty good. It's pretty good.
It's got a very, very, very good bone scene up top.
Yeah. So but there was, you mentioned Trump. Wouldn't be a podcast without getting into Trump.
Well, this was a big week for him. He had the RNC. Yes. His boys murdered another black guy, or almost murdered another black guy in Kenosha.
Yeah.
Well, and that's why we can even, because you how far did you grow up from Kenosha? Because Kenosha is a suburb of Milwaukee, essentially.
Yeah, it's essentially the midway point between Milwaukee and Chicago. But it's a little.
I've been there. My dad's friend lived there back in 1997. We went to Kenosha because I remember the Bears played the Packers and fucking the Packers rolled
Yeah,
them.
well, that's because they were the defending champion of the world.
This might have been the year they won the first Super Bowl, 96.
Yeah.
Because I remember my dad's friend was pissed when we first went there. We were talking about all kinds of sports, but he was like, "Yeah, we only get Bucks games out here." Like that blew my mind.
Yeah.
That he goes, the one thing I don't like about here is I can't watch Chicago sports.
Yeah.
He was like, we get all Milwaukee Bucks shit.
Yeah, exactly.
And Packer games.
Yeah, absolutely. But it's it's a town of almost 100,000 people. It's not close to where I went to high school. I was from the far northwest side of the part of the state. And that's far southeast. That's right across the border. Maybe it's 10, 15
Claire's
miles
closer
in.
to Minnesota.
Yeah, exactly. Absolutely. But I have a personal connection because a good friend of mine, a comedian named John Springsteen, he and his wife moved up there, and they bought a house probably 6 years ago, I think, maybe longer. Like they bought a big house, and lived up there because the cost of living was a lot less expensive. They bought a 4-bedroom house for like $125,000. They were able to do that, so they live up there. I've gone there a lot, and it's a AMC, when there used to be 4 automakers in the country, AMC, it used to be like Chrysler, Ford, GM, and then AMC made AMC Jeeps.
Yeah.
But like the Hornet, the Pacer, they had sort of those types of cars. You got the Gremlin was an AMC car, but their big thing was the Jeep and Jeep products. So they were all made in Kenosha, but that went belly up in the late 80s, and it's a tough town. Midwest is filled with a lot of towns like that, 100,000 person towns that are just kind of hard on their luck.
It's one of my favorite Junior Stopka intros. One of his segues, he goes, "So I was doing a show over in empty factory, Illinois."
yeah, it's pretty funny.
And I'm just like, that's a perfect description of some towns in Illinois.
Absolutely.
So I was over in empty factory, Illinois.
And there are so many Midwestern towns like that, and Kenosha's one of them. It's got a little bit of money. It's an Italian city.
Do you think that drives the fucking, like, do you think that drives part of the racism out there of like, we used to be something kind of thing? And now that I saw that there's black people, that's what's different. Like, I think people think like the town sucks. What's different? Oh yeah, black people.
No, I think it's something even a little different than that. There's always been people of color. There's few places in Wisconsin that have a lot of black folks. It's Racine, Kenosha, Milwaukee, little bit of Madison, and a little bit of below. That's it, man. It's literally those towns, and that's it. It's a very white state. But Kenosha's got some black folks. It's probably 20% black, 25 maybe. We could look it up to see. It's an old Italian city. Don Amici was from there. One of the brothers, Mortimer, in Trading Places. Don Amici was there. Daniel K. Travanti was from there. He was the Captain Furlough in the Hill Street Blues.
Jason Voorhees' exposed ribs and spine to let you know that is a dead man walking. Also, if you guys don't know, she's telekinetic, so she is moving stuff with her mind.
Oh, so this is part Carrie. This is part Carrie.
Yes.
They're tapping into all the greats, man. All the greats with the.
Well, I think at this point they were embracing their we're bad.
Yeah, this is the beginning of kind of like the bit Sharknado, a bit like the ironic sort of Deep Blue Sea. I think sort of not taking the material that seriously. Making it a wee bit.
But the first one has Kevin Bacon, and that's when they're trying to be a real movie.
I was scared shitless of the first one. Well, first Friday the 13th, it was slasher.
It's got like a Jaws type feel too. You don't know who's doing it the whole movie.
Yeah, as a horror movie, it actually kind of works. These are ridiculous, But Kenosha. Back to that. I've been messaging my buddy John over the past week 4 or 5 times, and he was just saying how he says he's having a hard time concentrating at work. It's been a very bad experience, very difficult experience. He knew the kid who got shot. He knew him from work. Through the kid with the skateboard.
Is he alive?
No, he's fucking dead.
He died.
I think he's one of the 2 guys who died. So it's just I don't know.
The other guy that died too, and this is what's weird about how fast information gets around. I guess the one dude who got shot,
wasn't
JoJo, he was like a
pedophile.
He was like a sex offender.
Yeah, exactly.
So there's people who were just like, good,
you got it, man. Fuck yeah. It's like, ugh, no, you're missing the point. A 17-year-old kid went up and shot some people and killed them. It's like,
He didn't know he was a pedophile.
You know, yeah. He wasn't like, it's like, if you just shoot random people as long as they, if they have a bad crime record, then hey, you know, those the breaks. It's like, no. This is a bad thing that this kid went up there with an AR-15 and shot a couple people.
He traveled across state lines. He's from Illinois.
Is it true that I heard that I guess some Christian group has raised $100,000 for
Probably.
his legal defense fund? It's like to defend that behavior. I don't know. It's just that Law and Order thing is definitely they're pushing that hard. It's going to resonate with some people, but
I think even people on the right, dude, at that RNC thing, Trump was all he talked about was he made it seem like the protesting is the problem. That he didn't mention any sort of police shooting people too much.
Well, no, because
he made it seem like
it's the protesters that are the problem.
He made it seem like one day these people just woke up and decided that America was bad, and now they're protesting.
Well, and then there's also like rumors that they're getting paid, like they're professional protesters. Like no, I've been to a lot of protests. I've never
that's
made
Alex
a buck.
Jones shit. That's the crisis actor.
Yeah. I mean, that's one of the rumors. Well, they say that with what's his face, George Soros. You know, George Soros is to the right what the Koch brothers are to the left. You know, they think George Soros is like this Jewish billionaire businessman who's like
he's
controlling
the liberal
left,
party.
you know, and like no, if there actually was a truly organized left, Donald Trump never would have been elected. Okay, so there's not a real what they call the left. And what the left really are two different things. You know, what they call the left is someone who has some degree of critical thinking, just some iota of critical thinking, realizing what frauds they are. You know, the international crime syndicate that is ruling the world right now, and certainly, not necessarily ruling it, but getting there, getting to truly rule it. That's why he can't win again. If he wins again, it's pretty brutal. It could be ugly, but. I don't know. The initial polling
I gotta
data,
say, watching that whole speech kind of... I've always been cynical to politics.
You watched the whole thing?
Yeah.
Man, wow.
But like, the way he lies and just the way he frames things, it's like, I feel like a pussy. It's like unacceptable. It makes you want to be like, this is insane.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. His voice is terrible. I mean,
he looks like he's shitting every time he talks.
Yeah, it's
the way he cocks and does that, like.
Yeah. Well, he's old, man. He's an old man.
Well, he basks. He likes whenever he talks, he comes back and does that like he's like basking and like Like he loves the
attention.
Loves
the attention of it all.
He wouldn't. That's why he needs to have people because he can't do it otherwise. Because if there's no people, he has to stay on point, and there's he does, and he knows how to play the crowd. Like when they start cheering, that's when he starts rambling about bullshit because he's just like, oh, they like this.
Yeah.
So now I'll just, you know what he did that was brilliant, and I was telling Alicia about this. He kept referring to things as it. Like he'd bring up an issue, and he would be like, "There's mayhem running the streets. It's everywhere, but we're gonna get it." And we're gonna get it strong, and we're gonna come at it hard, and but what's it, dude? Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah. No,
he just kept calling things it.
It's lowest.
It's here. It's here.
Yeah.
It's here, and we're gonna get it, and we got it. Like when he would talk about the economy, we did this, and we did it, and we got it, and we got it good, and now we're getting this. Like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude?
Yeah. I think it is appealing. I mean, obviously, it's lowest common denominator. It's going to just completely simplify it to like a like a series of utterances. It, that,
and like I told you off mic, he kept saying,
seriously,
he kept saying the phrase, "the history of the world." We've done this, and then no one's done that in the history of the world.
Yeah. I mean, it's.
Do you know what that means? He kept saying, "I built the greatest economy in the history of the world." Don't you know about ancient Egypt? Like they had buildings made of gold.
I don't know if they had that, but something they had architecture.
Or like the Rothschild type bullshit. That's like ancient wealth.
Yeah. Well,
there's other economies of the past that that fucking America dwarfs that type of shit.
Yeah.
If Atlantis existed, their economy was bigger than ours.
No, I think the point is I mean, he's a promoter. It's what he's always been. He's a carnival barker. He's a promoter.
Don King.
He's not a businessman. He's certainly not a policy person. It's just to be at this time, and I mean, all the polling I saw on 538, they go through 6 different polls, and Biden was leading by an average of 9.5% if you put the 6 polls together. The range was basically leading by 14 points in one poll and 6 on 2 others. So, I mean, and that's after the convention. And I think that's a polling that I have some trust in. But still, who knows? This election, these next 2 months will be weird. I'll be curious to see what he pulls out of his bag of tricks, like what he's going to try and do. It's like,
he hasn't attacked yet. He's still got his, like, I think he's trying to attack whatever family is behind Biden, and he's going to start attacking Kamala. Like, they already questioned why she hasn't been married, and, like, she only got married 6 years ago. Like, I read an article of, like...
What, because she's gay or something?
No, of just because no one gets along with her. No one's wanted her. Like, they had an interview with one of her exes.
That's such a weird part of, like, fucking...
They had an interview with one of her exes, and the tone of it was like, this is what one of her ex-boyfriends had to say about why she's not fit to run the country.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Man, that is... That's
and
real
they're
petty
playing
shit.
it. What they're playing into, too, is
that's like high
they're
school.
attacking her as president because they know... Trump even said it. This lady could be your president.
Yeah. So could Mike Pence, which is, I think, even more frightening than fucking Trump.
Also, another thing that's ridiculous that they keep playing on is that Biden and Harris are this puppet for the liberal left. They're basically Republicans.
Well, yeah, no, they're completely. I mean, yeah, they're the most moderate candidate you could have. That they know that they're going to try to paint him as that.
And the fact that I think he thinks he's turning liberals off. We're still voting.
Yeah,
everything you're saying, people are aware of.
Yeah.
And I don't think, and moderate Republicans hate Trump enough.
Oh,
I think he's lost that vote.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
That's over.
Yeah, I mean, he has his followers, and that's it. That's the core. That's all you need if you can suppress the vote well
but
enough,
I think it's good. I think it's close enough. Like you said, right now he's about what? How many? Like if the election was today, would he lose?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, according to the 558, they have 6 major polls that they do, and then they had a blended average. Biden is still ahead by 9.5 percentage points. Like he's ahead of.
And you said he
Trump.
has to lose by more than 5, right?
Well, yeah. What has to happen is Donald Trump. If he loses by 5 million votes or less, he could still win the Electoral College. It ain't just 2.8 million. So he's got to lose by like 6, 7, 8 million votes, and they're trying to suppress the vote so hard in certain areas. That I mean, they're attempting to suppress that, but we'll see if they can actually execute it. There has to be a wave of people that come out and vote that overwhelms their attempts to actually stop it from happening.
Yeah.
So, but that's all part of the marginal analysis you have to do. So, which is gross. He could lose by 4.5 million votes and still be the president.
Here's that's what I loved about the late Jason movies too is the mask reveal.
Yeah, exactly.
You get to see what he looks like.
Yeah.
Where I think Trump could fuck up too is there's no way he's hiring analysis. He's not reading the trends.
Yeah. He doesn't. He just has.
He goes
his
up
message.
and he calls his shot.
Yeah.
He fucking.
Yeah.
He's Babe Ruth. He fucking. Yeah. I go up to bat. I point my bat and I try and hit a home run. Like, I think there's so many times where he probably has people give him a stack of papers of like, dude, if you say this, you'll win the election. And he's just like, no.
Yeah. Well, I think if he put a mask on from day one, he would have won the election.
Oh, yeah.
But I mean, he didn't do that.
He would have it would have been the one time if he would have put a mask on and even bit his tongue and just treated COVID seriously, not only would have he gotten reelected, but he would have saved lives.
Oh, yeah.
And it would have been the one time where the left would have had to go, even Donald Trump took COVID seriously.
Yeah, but he's bungled it so bad. So bad.
I think it's like you said, it's ultimately even people on the far right are like, yeah, my mother-in-law died of it.
Or someone got it and now their breathing capacity is cut in half. It's like it's affected their life. It's been a pivot point in their life. Let alone the people who die. It's people whose health has been ruined. So it's I don't see it getting suppressed anytime. So I think it's going to just keep on. But they made the choice to ride it out. They basically just made the choice to ride it out to get to the election and then to just hammer the law and order point and socialism. So they're going to just hit that hard. And he had Herschel Walker. I watched a chunk of Herschel Walker's
That was
speech.
another thing he did too. And I didn't even realize it until the end. Is he got as many black people as he could
Absolutely.
to speak.
But they speak such nonsense.
They're all such out of touch people too. No one knows who the fuck Herschel Walker is.
I remember because of my
The only
sports
people who know who Herschel Walker is in the documentary about how you destroyed the United States Football League.
because he fucking drafted Herschel Walker and made a splash and paid him a bunch of money, and that forged a friendship.
And then he tried to take on the NFL, which was his point to begin with.
And you realize Herschel Walker, yeah, exactly. That's exactly what the point was. Because he wasn't allowed in the NFL because they knew he was dirty.
Was always bitter. It's just like the presidency.
Yeah.
When Obama said you can never be the president, he was like, well, I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
They flat out told him, we will never let you own an NFL franchise.
Yeah. So he
bought a league, basically, because I'm sure when he invested in the Generals, he fucking saved the league.
Well, no. It was started with him. There were a bunch of other owners.
So he owned the Generals.
Yeah. That was the New York
Jersey
presence.
Generals.
That was the New York presence, you know. But it was a guy named Malcolm Glazer owned the Tampa Bay Bandits, and he'd been around for the World Football League, and he learned a lot of the failings. And they said the USFL, Trump wanted to make it compete in the fall, and the USFL was like, no, just keep doing it as spring for a while. And the USFL had good players. It was a quality brand of football. But he fucking ruined that league, you know, because everything he touches, he ruins. I mean, he's a destroyer. He's not a creator, you know. It's pretty incredible. I mean, it's epic that this a 4-time bankrupted businessman is leading this bizarre movement of people. I tell you what, I think I got a bot this week. I got a bot on my Facebook or some sort of thing. It was Richard Spencer endorses Biden. And I'm like, they're
that's
literally
not a bot I've got. It is a bot, but that's a real story.
Now, you know what it really is, though? It's Spencer also said, I think
he's jumping on a trend. He's just trying to escape the alt-right because he knows the alt-right troll thing has been foiled. It's been figured out. It's not popular.
Yeah.
Social media's figured out how to combat it. They block immediately people that are harassing people.
Yeah.
So he's trying to get ahead of it and be like, it's tired. He's just trying to figure out a way to keep himself going.
No, here's what I think.
But if he's voting for Biden, that's where the place we're in right now, Crow, is even disgusting people like that. You're just like, dope. Yeah, vote for Biden.
Yeah, but no, here's what I think is actually going on. Here's my theory.
Because I don't think he's really a Nazi. I think that was, again, him glomming on to what he thought was like cliquey.
He went to the University of Chicago, which is that's enough information for you right there. Because people there are fucked. Having gotten a master's degree from there, I can say there are some crazy people. Leopold and Loeb are from down there. They murdered people. They thrill killed because they thought they were superior to other people because they're intellectually brilliant and
Crocious,
geniuses.
if we were making a living off this podcast, I would make us do a live video music awards podcast. I would make you sit here because it would be your job.
Hey, man, yeah, I do it. It opens with the Twin Towers. That's not the image anymore.
We're here into Jason Takes Manhattan.
That's been an interesting thing about, they don't
look at the Batman logo, 1989,
Yep,
Central
absolutely.
Manhattan.
Absolutely. That advertising campaign was huge. And
monstrously
they
had a billboard in Central and fucking Times Square.
It was huge.
In fucking Times Square.
But no, here's my theory on Richard Spencer, is that he's earning right-wing credibility because he's saying, oh, yeah, I support Biden, because he's hoping to see these Bernie clowns that are going to have to be forced to vote for Biden. They're going to be like, you see, Biden's part of it too, man, so we're not going to vote for him. So it's a way of like not getting votes to go for Biden because look at Richard Spencer's doing it, I mean, that's how bad Biden is. And so maybe that plucks off 250,000 votes. So he earns respect and earns his credibility, his stripes, if you will, in the right-wing pantheon of assholes, Dinesh D'Souza and that gay dude. Who is that guy out? Who's that one gay dude?
Who's Stanley Tucci?
No,
I'm just kidding.
that dude from that Greek guy. Who was that Greek gay guy that was around 4 years ago? He was a troll. He would go speak at. He was a total contrarian.
Oh, fucking.
What was his name again?
Fucking Milo Yiannopoulos.
Yeah, Yiannopoulos.
He's still around.
But like that whole thing.
Milo is on podcasts I listen to. Can I say something that might cost me some? I don't hate Milo Yiannopoulos.
He's a turd.
But he's funny. He really is funny.
But he's such.
It's just
turd.
a creepy funny.
Yeah, he's a fucking turd. It's just I'm gonna needle you and just. The whole need to be just a contrarian prick all the time is just,
100%. I can only be around it for one whole night.
Yeah. I mean, it's a difficult personality, and I like pushing buttons every once in a while. it's just like, it's tiring. I want to have friends. I want to have trust between people. I don't want to be just intentionally inciting. I don't know. I mean, I have those fantasies too.
Yeah.
You know, and I've certainly cheered loudly for the Oakland A's in Fenway
How about
Park,
them
you know?
fucking A's right now, huh?
Yeah,
you said, I love classic Crocious cynicism. I've been texting him. I'm trying to get him to watch this baseball season. The season's a month and a half long.
God.
And the A's are 22-10 or something like that. They're the best team in the American League. I'm trying to hype them up. I was like, dude, halfway through the season, they're the best team. And he's just like, it's so A's to be the best team during this meaningless season. And I'm just like, holy shit, he can't even enjoy it.
No, of course not, because it's dumb.
So you're done with baseball then, huh?
I tell you what, man, it's crazy because I used to be a baseball fan. I love the beginning of this. This is obviously the perspective of Jason coming back.
Also, is it not odd then, we'll get into this, baseball, the only sport that hasn't definitely considered mass cancellations and protest.
It's just,
it's not shocking that the whitest sport would be the only where they're just like, no, we're playing. We're going to donate money on Jackie Robinson Day, but we're playing.
Yeah, I tell you what, here's another thing. Come on, man. These cardboard fans they have, can't they figure out some sort of weird like CGI?
Well, they do.
Some graphic?
Some of them do, but they don't do it all the way. So Fox will do on the far shots, they'll put in the fans from the video game in the seats. At Wrigley, they could do it especially because the seats are green. So it's like a green screen.
Yeah.
So they do that, but then they'll show the close-up shot of them like at the diamond, and it's an empty arena.
Is this Peter Frampton right now or something?
Probably.
Been making out with...
I wanna fuck you.
This is a sex scene that Jason
They're not
takes
going to
him
show
down.
no, but yeah, this is a good one though, because this is like, it looked like a modern girl to me. Like a lot of those old Jason movies,
or dated.
it's kind of like watching a stag film.
Yeah.
You're just like, what the fuck? Fucking Betty Boop over here.
A stag film. We're gonna go watch stag films at my bachelor party in 1965 with fucking who was the dude? Who was the serial murderer? Who was the clown guy? John Wayne Gacy.
Yeah.
I guess. That was part of his thing when he was in Iowa. He'd have guys over and they'd watch stag films.
That is definitely Peter Frampton,
You know,
or they were going for
I
it.
thought this was like two women initially. I was like, wow, they're getting kind of
No.
risque.
What is
Believe
he
me,
unsure about?
homosexuality was not discussed in late 80s cinema very much.
Just they were right around that summer.
Except for Heathers, maybe.
Oh, he's telling the story.
What murders?
You don't want to know about it.
Tell me.
Forget about it, Susie. The guy's dead now. Somewhere at the bottom of this lake, if you believe the stories.
It's like Jaws 2?
So check it out. So his boat catches that cord.
Yeah.
And the anchor severs it, and it's electricity,
Crystal Lake about 30
and
years
the electricity brings Jason back to life.
That's
None of
how
the counselors heard
that's
of
how
it.
it
that's
works.
science. That's how science works.
It's how it would.
Yeah, that's how you inject bleach.
That's where I'll give it, is if this shit was real, that is how you would bring a body back to life.
Yeah.
Like if the concept of bringing someone
Brad
back
Pitt
to
read
life,
for this role too, by the way.
do you think they tried?
They probably did, but go ahead.
No, I'm letting him tell his story.
Yeah,
Legend has it
exactly.
that Jason
Wanna hear
came back to get even, vowing to kill every teenager in the area.
Well, it's like Jaws. It's turned into like Jaws.
They
you know?
do a lot of Jaws even in the last one. There was a big
Forget about it, Susie. They're just stories.
fucking
Our window's open.
Spread 'em.
Hey. Bada bing. We're on Silver Lake. Oh, is that what it is? Lake Silver? What is it?
Crystal Lake,
Crystal Lake. Yeah, exactly.
which is a town in Illinois.
Absolutely. Oh, there we go. It's energizing. Things are gonna happen. His locker's opening up. Remember when he died in the last movie? They threw his body right into the lake. He's getting energized.
Oh yeah, they're souping him up too. He's like a hot rod now.
That's hilarious. Oh yeah, doesn't he have like a metallic mask, a metal
No,
mask?
that's Jason X. They cut the boning out.
Hear what?
They showed her boobs. They showed her boobs in the original one, guys.
Hey, that was the closest I got to porn when I was like a teenager.
100%.
That's why seeing a magazine
dad
like
knew what I was
Playboy
doing.
was like, oh my god.
They knew what I was doing. So, basketball sat out 2 days in a row.
Those whining, sniveling babies.
The Lakers and the Clippers. Now, I'm giving information from another podcast, but I hear so None of the teams wanted to protest. Milwaukee did it because they're very close to Kenosha.
Yeah.
And then as the information started trickling out, the teams thought Milwaukee was doing it as a political thing, but really they were just geographically close to where it was unsafe to have a basketball game.
Yeah, that night.
Because people from Kenosha probably go to Bucks games.
Oh yeah, and it's also whatever.
You could
it's
drive.
Close enough event.
How far of a drive is it?
Oh, it's
15
40
minutes?
40 minutes.
Oh, okay.
But I can tell you, Mass and I were talking about this. Todd had to go into work today at Boss Bar because they were boarding up the bars because of the riot they had there a month ago.
His boss got shot.
Yeah, and it's like, and these are like in like the near north side, like kind of respected parts of the town, and it's crazy.
He pretended to kill her as Jason, and then now the real Jason's gonna kill her. So the Bucks did their thing, and people thought like, oh, the Bucks are doing this Black Lives Matter thing. So then other teams are like, well, we're gonna do it too. We're gonna do it too.
Oh,
and then it caught complete fire, and a couple players were like, we should cancel the season. So then they had the player-wide meeting, and LeBron James was like, we're fucking playing, dude.
yeah.
Like, he kind of put his foot down, and I guess most of the other players, a couple players were like, fuck you, dude. And then Udonis Haslem from the Heat said, if LeBron isn't playing, none of us are playing. So I think either yesterday or today they had another league-wide meeting to see how people felt.
Because it's a shitload of money.
And here's what I think more it is. The Lakers and the Clippers are the only two teams that want to cancel the season.
Huh.
Once people found that out, they were like, well, those were the two teams that were going to win the title.
Yeah.
So good. Sit out.
Yeah.
Let's fucking play. So I think there's probably of like, let them sit out. Like there's fucking 10 other teams in the playoffs.
Yeah, I don't. It's oh, here we go. This is the. Hey man, what's going on?
He missed.
Dude, you got to get out your window,
Oh, he
man.
pulls it out of the wall and he
there we
buries it
go.
in.
Was that just a... You got me, man. Oh, it's just so dramatic. She runs by and his bloody hand is on the...
Oh, he gets her.
Of course he does.
He buries that. He pushes that slowly into her.
Gives her a slow death.
She hides in one of the compartments and he does the search around and she's like, and he slowly opens it and he just like presses it into her body.
Oh yeah, and she gets it slow. This is the tension, man. You got the water, the reflection of the water there.
It's a very
man.
peaceful night.
It's artistic.
No one else
man.
knows what the fuck is going on.
The DP, man, he's a director of photography. Is that what it is?
Yeah. The DP probably got, and halfway through the movie, they're like, just direct it.
I mean, what do you think the budget for this was? Like 1 point.
I can tell you right
I'm gonna
now.
guess I'm gonna say $1.3 million was the budget. Probably got a little bit of money thrown at it. There were movies back then that were made for less. Oh yeah,
2.8 million.
2.8 million,
And it
Wow.
made 19.
Oh shit!
Nope. This movie, that was the last one.
Yeah, this is Jason Takes Manhattan.
Let's go ahead. So it cost $5 million.
$5 million to make this
because they had to go to New York.
Oh,
That was
okay.
New York.
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
filming in Manhattan.
Yeah,
And then it made 14.3.
that's enough.
So
Almost 3
even
times
these
that.
movies, see how he slowly put it
Yep,
into her.
Yep.
Now he's about to board a ship, dude.
He's going to be a castaway.
Yeah.
There you go.
They don't really explain it too. Like if the way they play it out,
is how he
it
gets to
makes it
fucking-
seem like it's how they get to Manhattan.
This
it
is
makes
filmed
it,
in north of near Portland.
well, New Jersey, I think it's in.
Well, yeah, but I think this scene though, I think is actually, I don't think it's the East Coast. Oh.
So the way they make it seem is he kills those people, jumps back in the water, lives down there, because he grabs onto the anchor of this big ass boat.
Yeah, and works his way up. And a pen,
Because she's a writer. She's going to like some school.
Sarah Lawrence College to do that.
Some shit, but she's like a total V. She's a total V dog, total Verge.
Yeah,
I have
yeah.
ever had. You have a real gift.
This is porn quality
And if
acting.
there's anybody that can make use of that pen, it's you.
You see, this is
Show
the
me what
writer.
you're gonna do with
This is
that-
my chance to show off as a
Show
writer.
me what you're gonna do with that pen, Marie.
Like being a writer and saying, hey, I got to write this script. I got to make a living. Russ Meyer movies in the 60s. Do you know who Russ Meyer was?
Take that pen out of the box.
He inspired like John Waters. He made these Chop House movies that were like
I've
kinda
heard
like
that
porn
name.
movies.
I've heard the name.
In the 60s, he was huge. You know, Hugh Hefner used to hang out a lot. He would put these women with gigantic breasts and they'd murder people and stuff. He empowered these women. Faster Pussycat, Kill Kill. They're like a small Italian sports club, whatever, a motocross or driving team that goes out in the desert, and they run across these guys and they murder this one guy, you know. So it's like, but the point is, that's like the quality of the acting. The screenwriter for that would basically be he'd give him a bottle of booze and just put him into a hotel room and he'd write a script in like a weekend. He would just crank out a script in a weekend. I wish I had that capacity, you know, to be able.
I mean,
to,
you
like,
do.
That's the
You
caliber
just have
of
other
this.
shit to do.
Yeah, that's true.
Also, that was back. The reason I kind of take away credence to those stories is back then it cost $10 to rent an apartment. Like you could live in squalor.
yeah.
Like rent was, even for that time, the cost of living used to be outrageously low.
Yeah.
Like in the 70s New York.
Well, 70s New York was still expensive. Although you could live.
It's like $150 a month for a little fucking garbage fucking
but
murder room.
It was also like the fucking city had completely just fallen apart.
But still, you could live. You could sit in a fucking murder hotel room and punch out fucking mean streets for fucking.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, if you got like $50,000 or $75,000, you know, it's I paid $215 a month for rent in Chicago in 1992 when I very first moved there. $215 a month, $645 3 bedroom.
I'm drinking non-alcoholic beer, by the way, for the people watching that know I don't drink. I don't really.
That's
express
okay.
it. I have not relapsed.
Yeah, you're good, man. You're good. Although I think this would be a time where some people probably have. I think this has been a.
It does placebo me a little bit. I don't
like the
feel
flavor of it.
sober. Like I kind of feel a little looped after I drink a couple, but
I
then
like
it goes away quick. You quickly realize, like, oh yeah, it's fake beer.
Exactly.
It's not beer. Kevin Hogan thinks they shouldn't call it beer. That's something a snobby beer guy would say.
Yeah, he's probably right. But yeah.
Oh, he's got a point. I got 100% has a point. I just like to argue with Kevin constantly.
But with the so back to Trump and the RNC. Any other insights? He kept saying it. We're going to take care of it,
and then
it will be addressed. You know.
Well, more like I've been saying, if he finally almost did it, what I've been theorizing, he's complaining about these protests and about how there's fucking blood and violence running rampant in the streets, and look what America's like right now.
Yeah.
And even people are like, now everybody has saying something I've been joking about of like, this is happening under your watch.
On your watch, exactly.
There's video of you saying you're the ultimate authority.
Well, he's taking
and that
no
you
responsibility.
Have total power.
He just dismisses systemic racism. It's not even a thing.
But I'm not even saying systemic racism. I'm saying, why aren't we whipped into shape? If you're this big law and order guy, you've been president for the last 4 years, and your cities are falling apart.
Yeah.
And you can't just blame these liberal mayors because you've said on multiple occasions that your authority's final.
Yeah.
So shouldn't you just have to call these people and tell them not to allow protesters because your authority's final?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it just shows.
It's showing holes in his fucking game.
Absolutely. Well, of course. Absolutely. It also shows the holes in what the federal government really is and what it can actually do.
I'll use a pro wrestling term. It's exposing his business. He's exposing his business. He's showing the world that it's fake.
Yeah. Who did that as a wrestler?
There's a famous wrestler. It was in the 80s. There was the first wrestling documentary with a wrestler telling you the secrets behind it.
Okay.
About like the planned finishes. They blackballed him from wrestling. Like that was back when you didn't fucking break kayfabe. And there's even other documentaries. Like there's this dude Jim Cornette I listened to who I brought up. He like any wrestling documentary where they show the behind the scenes, he's just like, fuck that fucking exposing.
Really? Yeah.
Hardcore wrestling people, you don't expose the business.
Yeah.
Because then that's the whole point. Dusty Rhodes sold a broken leg outside of the ring. He broke his leg, kayfabe, like in the ring.
Yeah.
So in his real life, he wore a cast on a non-broken leg
Wow.
for however long he would have needed to sell it.
Yeah.
Every night you had a few people, like hey, wherever you drank, because all those dudes drank at bars.
Yeah.
The bartender knew to play along.
Ric Flair's a
Like
fucking
even
drunk.
people that were smart to it though,
Yeah.
knew to fucking play along.
Yeah.
Because back then, if you didn't play along, they would take you behind the bar and beat the shit out
Yeah,
of you.
yeah, and kick the shit
be
out
like,
of you.
dude,
Yeah.
this is my livelihood.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Like if they find out I'm not a heel, I'll break your fucking arms.
Yeah, it was raw entertainment. You know, it's amazing. But you're saying Trump is doing that? He's exposing his business.
He's exposing his business.
Well, yeah. I mean, there are holes in it, but you know, he's got his hardcore.
Like whenever you watch a wrestling match and you see someone do a move and you're like, oh, he didn't punch him. Like you can tell he didn't. Like
Yeah.
when someone does a move bad and you're like, oh, that looked fake.
Yeah,
Like that's what his speeches are.
yeah.
You're
Well,
exposing your business.
Well, I hope that enough people see that. I hope they do. You know, I mean, I think here's the thing about it. Hillary's not running, so it's not this hated opponent. That's a major reason why he won, obviously.
Yeah, a lot of people even don't, because even my uncle is like going hard on Biden, smelling people's hair and shit. But the dude you like has legitimately raped women.
Oh yeah,
And not denied it.
Oh, I know.
He's just
yeah.
called the women pigs.
Yeah, you know, yeah. It's, you know, he's whatever. He's a fucking awful human being. So, but he's brought no one else to the table. He's brought no one else to the party. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You either like him or you don't. And so he's got enough of hardcore followers that he's going to always get those people. So if they can suppress enough of the vote, but they got to try to get those folks to go out and vote themselves, and that may not happen. So if they suppress the vote, they'll do it in obviously minority areas and in the battleground states to try to make that possible. But also, there's going to be people that don't vote on his side. That guy was a veteran character
It's up to
actor.
Rennie to
He was in a
decide what
bunch of
she
stuff.
wants to do.
So I think she's from.
what she wants. She
She's
never had a stable life till she came
That's
to
the
live with me.
Pacific Northwestern.
she's had a rough life, and this. Yeah, he's her legal guardian, and he's like, she shouldn't be on this boat.
Oh, she's
gonna be
unstable.
she's gonna be a weird, crazy PMS.
Oh, so
bitch.
they're setting that up. Like, is it her, Jason, doing things
Well,
bad?
no,
you know?
no, she's not the mind control person, but it's definitely setting up that he doesn't want her there. That like
Yeah.
that's your villain.
Yeah. So he'll get a good death.
Oh yeah,
What is this fucking? These actors are hilarious.
and that guy is
Was
the
it
love.
fucking McHale's
He's the
Navy
love
or something?
interest. Oh, okay. So that is the captain's son, and
The guy with the bad haircut.
yeah, he wants him to fucking drive the ship because he wants him to take over. So he's giving him a sexton to like, you're gonna drive the boat on this trip, and he doesn't want to do it.
Oh wow. So it's like him like becoming a man. You know, like
Oh, they got those goddamn computers that do all the work for you.
this damn computers.
Decided on a plan of departure, Captain.
They're like 20 years old. They wouldn't do that unless
No.
they've like been on boats like a couple hundred times and they've done it. You know what I mean? Like,
Okay. How about we start up the engines and come around 180 degrees?
He doesn't do it.
Getting
Right.
something, mister?
the anchor.
No, he salutes. It's the salute.
Oh. Or is it the horn?
Send out the international maritime signal.
You can rape a girl now.
Warning other ships that
We're not bound by law.
Yeah, the laws are different out there. I think Luke Perry read for this too. Luke Perry read for this role.
Oh, he's mad. That made him mad.
Yep. You're embarrassing me in front of my friend, man. Dad, why'd you do that?
That didn't seem hard at all. Okay, here he is.
Oh, making his way up.
Like he was breathing underwater. He was walking
He has gills.
the
He's an
bottom of the
amphibian.
ocean.
He's,
This voyage is
listen, kid. Jason Voorhees is here. That's the Pacific Northwest. That's not the East Coast.
Yeah, there's no mountains on the.
Yeah, exactly. Of that stature. Size.
It's supposed to be though.
Yeah, exactly.
It's wherever Crystal Lake is.
Lazarus. Go dancing party. We're on a boat that's really old. We're on a boat that's old. I tell you what, I like being on a boat, but I get seasick.
You know what,
I get
man?
seasick.
I think I would too because I get car sick if I'm reading and shit.
Yeah, yeah, and then like the shadows and light.
I'm not. I'm not great on super. Like I drove from Texas to Chicago one shot.
Ooh, yeah.
It took 12 hours.
Yeah.
And by the 9th, 10th hour, I was like, I had to lay down.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just because you get mesmerized, you get tired of looking at things going like this next to you. You want to see some sort of not moving ground.
Yeah, contrast to that. Yeah, absolutely. I've been on boats several times, not a lot, but twice I got seasick on a catamaran. I think I told that story before. And then when I was in Mexico,
Catamaran sounds like something you'd have a glass of wine on.
It's a goblet. That's what Robert Plant used to drink when Jimmy Page would noodle away on his solos and when they were recording Led Zeppelin albums. Robert Plant would go sit in a corner and drink wine out of a goblet. But yeah, that's what it was.
That's what.
So yeah, I think he's exposing his business. That I mean, we'll see. I mean, I'll see what he tries to pull. I could see there being a couple of shootings, maybe. Just to rile it up again and see what happens. He'll play that angle like in late October.
So, but what this finally did. So
you're gonna come with me. I'm gonna put this down.
So to give people a quick sequence, we've kind of been all over the place about it.
Yeah.
In Kenosha, cops shoot a black guy 7 times in the back while they have him by the shirt. They had him pulled over. They were tasing him. He was resisting arrest, but who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
You should have other ways of subduing a guy.
Yeah.
They say he was going for his knife, but I don't see why he would have a knife in a car with children.
Yeah.
Maybe he did because he's a bad guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Like how the people say.
Exactly. Well, blacks will do that.
So they shoot this guy. He's not dead, but they still in Kenosha have a pretty hardcore set of protests.
Yeah.
They started lighting shit on fire. I'm of the mindset that is not violence. I don't think it's violence to burn things down.
Yeah.
It's destruction of property.
Yeah.
But it's not unpeaceful. I don't think that's unpeaceful. It's unrest.
Yeah.
But that's not a violent act.
Oh, they would claim it is. They're going to come after you now,
Well, what about burning crosses in people's yards?
I know,
is
exactly.
that not violent?
I know. Doc Rivers made a good point.
That's not just a threat?
Doc Rivers, when he talked about, when all those people went to Michigan and stuff, and all those, were basically you got to open up the states, and they were spitting in cops' faces, and like nothing happened to them.
Yeah.
Doc Rivers said that.
So during these protests, this little dipshit kid from Antioch, Illinois.
Are these hipsters from today?
Oh yeah, no. Well,
this is
probably.
how hipsters dress from today, right?
Oh, she's a hair metal girl, and she's
Joan Jett.
She's trying to film a music video on this boat.
How long have we known each other? Don't be
I gotta admit,
a dweeb, Wayne. She's not interested in you, only what you can do for her. She is
I like her eyeliner. But obviously, this is how a hipster dresses now, right?
Oh yeah, totally.
I mean that shirt and stuff. I don't get the weird thoughts that the hipster generation has about the late '80s. It doesn't make any sense to me.
But here's the thing, Crocious, is not. People don't. It's the style. They don't give a fuck about the politics. It's not them being
well,
like.
It isn't the politics, but
nobody thinks the '80s was cool. They just think the clothes were cool.
They were not. They were not good. The styles were not good. I'm going to put my foot down on this one. Okay.
So this little dork. Oh, I agree with you.
No.
So this little dork goes from Antioch to the protests in Kenosha.
Yeah.
I still think it's unclear what led to him shooting the first guy, but he shoots a dude in the head.
Yeah.
Still maintains he was defending himself. Then, after he kills the one guy, gets pursued by a group of people because he just killed a guy.
Yeah.
And they try and take him down. This dude with a skateboard tries to hit him. The kid falls on the ground, turns around, sits on his ass. First, he shoots a guy while he's falling.
Yeah.
And then he turns around and shoots the guy with the skateboard in the chest. And one of those guys lived.
Yeah.
And so then he just walks away. And there's even footage of him, like the cops being like, "Oh, we appreciate you being here."
Yeah. Well, you got to understand, those counties up there, boy, in Racine and Kenosha, when you go into the western part of those counties, it's hardcore Tea Party. Hardcore Tea Party. I mean, their ground game in the upper Midwest has been very good.
Militia, dude.
The upper Midwest is like, the fact that it's turned into like, it's really like a crossroads or kind of the battleground of the narrative in the country right now, which I find to be interesting. It's not like South and North like it used to be. It's like the upper Midwest. They're trying to pluck off traditionally more Democratic leaning states, and they're being pretty successful doing it, I think, so those states have become relevant, but those areas my friends who live there say that there's been a bunch of armed white guys just walking around the streets and stuff. And frankly, they say that they don't feel very safe with that. It doesn't make them feel safe. It makes them feel uncomfortable, because they don't like seeing heavily armed people just walking around the streets. It's not a pleasant moment.
So
it's tense. So is that helping? I don't know.
This kid kills these guys. Then there's protests because of that.
Yeah.
So
it kind of cascaded it. Yeah. It's had a life.
Yeah. So after that happened, the NBA sat out. Like I said earlier, it trickled. Like the Bucks sat out.
Yeah.
Because of the geography. Then everybody kind of did it. Then a couple baseball teams sat out in protest. The NHL sat out in protest. I loved it because for so long, all these racist people have played any sport that gets political. Yeah. Well, I'm done with you.
Yeah.
So I like that for once, every single sport, even MLB, I criticized them for not canceling games.
Yeah.
They all still mentioned it.
Yeah.
And the Mets, they feigned a moment of silence and then they walked off the field.
Yeah.
So it was a moment where you got to laugh because every major sport did it. So I got to see people swear off sports.
Yeah.
Where they're like, I'm going to watch soccer. Yeah. Well, they kneel for Black Lives Matter. Second of all, we don't want you.
Yeah.
Also, I got some fan groups I could show you some fucking Nazi fan groups in Turkey that you could be a part of. You go fucking root for Shakhtar, you fucking fascist.
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, there seems to be, in its own way, there is a resistance. It's been there for the 4 years of his presidency, and it's manifesting itself. There's a resistance going on.
I mentioned on Facebook,
Black Lives Matters is a fundamental part of that resistance.
I mentioned on Facebook that this is because everybody's saying just play sports. We don't watch sports to be political. Well, that's the point this time.
Okay, then let's not have the
I posted
national
on
anthem.
Facebook though. I understand the concept of entertainment is your escape from reality. I get that. My life is built on that.
Yeah.
I grew up in a disastrously chaotic household.
Yeah.
Broken from the time I can remember.
Yeah.
Most of my family are alcoholics or drug addicts. It's always been arguments. There has never been peace in my house.
I'm sorry, dude.
So
I don't mean to laugh. I think I relate.
So I understand escaping.
Yeah.
I understand needing to bury your head in something and delude yourself.
Yeah.
But maybe we shouldn't be allowed to do that now. Maybe the idea of the athletes doing it is them being like, no, you don't get to not pay attention.
Yeah.
We're not going to take your attention away from this.
Yeah.
We all need to watch this.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like when your teacher would make you watch a garbage movie that you were like, this is a part of your grade now. You have to watch this stupid ass, that's what you got to do.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I've said this before. The best thing about Trump is he has forced an otherwise apolitical culture to actually have an opinion, to actually pay attention. I mean, this country is not, this, I've told you a million times. You know how many first dates I've ruined by talking about politics? Don't do that. Don't talk about politics with a woman on the first date. They don't want to hear that. They just don't. But it's an important thing to me, always has been. So what's going on right now, I know it's always been there. There's a willful intent to exacerbate it right now, to rile it up, but I think by the people at the very top. They want to do that by making inflammatory statements, and it's horrible. You're messing with people's emotional lives and their quality of life, and some people are going to die as a result. So I just think, God, from this point on, when the election goes on, then if he loses and doesn't leave, I don't know. It's just these next 4 months are going to have a lot of things go on. I think it's going to be a good cherry on top for a pretty shitty year. I think that's my impulse. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so. I think this was the final straw for a lot of people. I think there's even people who like Trump who just realize that
he's popular in rural America, man.
Yeah.
He really is.
He really is.
He's popular in rural America. You get
Here
out
we
there
go.
on the
Here,
sticks.
just listen to her music.
Look at her. She's right. I tell you what, I kind of like those bangs. I got to admit it, eyeliner on a woman, I kind of find it sexy. I do. I got to admit it.
She's just in a fucking steamy ass fucking room.
Gonna make my songs in the engine room. I mean, this is like the music, they're trying to tie into it a little bit. Who's this weirdo? Oh,
There's one.
hey,
Well, that's the guy who told him this cruise is doomed. There's
Yeah.
always a crazy guy telling you
Yep.
what the fuck is about.
It's. I think I told you.
There was always the lingerer who was like, there were kids killed there.
Exactly. Yeah, yeah. In My Bloody Valentine, 20 years ago at the prom, or whatever. There was always like some backstory that an old guy has, but also, that's always a key fundamental part of it, man. Absolutely. You know, having that guy. I got a buddy who's done some sailing trips. Who's gone out in the Atlantic Ocean and stuff, and like. They always have an old time guy on the ship who like can always like tell the story. This is nothing like 67. Like you want to have that guy to kind of calm your nerves when you're in rough seas. Like that's kind of the value of the old experienced sailor is he's seen it all and he can say, oh no, we'll be okay. Like he's able to sort of like keep things in line. You know,
I once slept in the eye of a hurricane.
You know something, and I survived it. We did. We lost a couple people, but hey, we didn't lose the boat or the vessel. You know, it has to be that guy, right?
Ooh,
that's
what I
project
pants.
into.
Look at those high-waisted pants. That is so 80s.
You know,
this dog survives. I'm just going to spoil it right now.
God, believe me.
The dog.
The tension. How dare you, Keith?
The dog, her, and the dude who is the son of the captain survive at the end.
The Bo Peep bad hairstyle guy?
No, you know the guy who walked out on his dad.
Oh, that guy.
Mad?
Okay. Yep. They all survived.
Yeah.
Well, you want to have a dog win, you know?
Well, he kind of, you think he, at some point, he like jumps out off the boat. Like he's about to die and he jumps off and you kind of think like, well, that's it. Like this dog's going to drown. And then
does he come back at the end when it's all resolved?
Yeah.
Skippy!
He basically,
you know?
what happens is they lose him because they go to Manhattan. They have to run away. They dock in Manhattan. And they lose the dog in New York City, like fucking Taxi Driver in New York City.
Yeah, exactly.
And then he like wanders his way around, and like at the very end, he pops up. He like knows where they are.
Yeah.
Petey.
Yeah, exactly.
And then they walk away and they do their crane shot.
And it's all resolved.
Yeah.
I like it. That works for me.
Well, you want to lead that into a break?
Yeah.
We're at about
I want to get another near beer. Another near beer.
Get a near
I want to go into a little more
beer.
of the RNC. We'll talk about that. But you're right. Your point about people have to pay attention. They have to pay attention, have an opinion. I mean, it's in its own awkward, difficult way. The people have to have a voice. You know, and so this is what it is. This is the state of the country. I mean, it's revealed a lot of the ugliness. You know, and it's always been there. I'd like to think that there's a possibility of something better
there's
coming
girls
afterwards.
watching.
Yeah, I'd like to think that this could be an improvement afterwards, but I don't know how hopeful I am about that. It's whatever. I mean, it's a fraying of things.
Yeah.
And there's certain wounds that are in that. How does that kind of
It's
heal?
a real
you know?
evolution of like, you know how there's the like Enlightenment era? This is the de-enlightenment.
Yeah, there's something
where, and that's where I think, and I feel
Renaissance,
douchey saying this, but I think this is the one time where comedy's kind of irrelevant right now.
Yeah,
like I almost think it's kind of insulting to the situation to just make joke. Like I'm all for making jokes about it. I've done it but I really do think there's merit in getting annoyed by it. Where like this isn't just George Bush being dumb.
Yeah.
Like there's real problems.
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
there's a guy in the White House that can really fuck shit up.
Yeah, who's unstable. Who's unstable.
Like there's a show about Kelsey Grammer being the mayor of Chicago, and the plot is that he's got dementia.
Yeah.
But they want to keep it under wraps, so it's about him running Chicago, but he's legitimately losing his mind.
Yeah.
I think that's happening to Donald Trump.
Yeah, I mean, and propping him up, and like again, think of the people who are around him. It must be such a weird collection. Family is certainly there, I'm sure, because Jared Kushner and Ivanka want to rule the world.
They're doing a little bit of that at the RNC, huh?
A little coke,
a little bit of that,
a little booger sugar.
Oh
there.
Yeah,
late '80s, man, that was the drug.
How about Kimberly Guilfoyle talking about how LA is a fucking cesspool of running? I've been taking videos walking home, being like, "Look at all this murder in LA. Look at all this rampant murder."
Oh yeah. It's been fine. Exactly.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
I went to a protest today, a march. And it was, it was so like even.
Did you feel energized by it? Did
well,
you enjoy
but I'm
it?
saying the area, like you think you're going.
How many people were there? You think?
We kind of went around it. We did our own. We went to it. So I would say I saw about 100 people throughout the thing, but we avoided the big crowds.
Yeah, but there was larger crowds though, right?
Like we went to the bar where he got shot, and then we wanted to get some food.
Yeah.
So we were like, well, we'll walk along the route, the march route, and then we'll meet them, or we'll just meet up with them at some point.
Yeah.
And then we ended up just walking to the park that it ended at. And then when we got to the park, it seemed like they had like one around us that they took like, and then I also think we could have flipped it though. I think it might have ended where we started.
Oh, okay.
Because when we first pulled up, we saw all these people at the park. And then we went like where we thought it started. So I'm thinking where we started is where it ended. So we kind of went opposites.
Okay, you flipped it.
Yeah. But we still saw everything. So we saw about 100 people along the way. But you could tell even everybody doing stuff. There were people that were like putting shit in their trunks. Like you could tell everybody in East LA was getting ready to do something associated with this march.
Yeah. It's that. I mean, it's interesting, man.
But it's just a nice area because you think when you tell someone, oh, I'm going to a march or a protest in LA, they assume like, oh, you're wearing a gas mask and you're going to go loot and shit. But
no.
It was peaceful enough to where it made me want to move there.
Yeah.
Like I was just like, I want to live here.
Yeah.
Because you can probably rent a house for what you can rent an apartment for out here.
Yeah. I'm sure it's probably less. The cost of living.
$1,700 you can rent a 2-bedroom house or something like that.
Yeah. I'll be curious when my lease expires. I'm be looking for a less expensive place. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah. So we'll lean into a break here.
Yeah, let's do that.
Subscribe to the channel here. Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, wherever you listen. Yeah, we'll be back. Keith Pazel's podcast.
Actually had to film a movie, it wouldn't even look this good. It wouldn't even be in this category. That's how I have no sense of the visual medium of where to set up shots and lighting and how to create attention on screen. I would have no idea how to do that. None. Zero. Not a single fucking clue how to do that.
I'm gonna help you. Ready?
Yep.
All right, we're back. Had to charge the phone again. I'm gonna have to work that out. I'm gonna make sure we're at 100%.
Yeah.
When I start this.
Exactly.
Or I could just get a camera.
Hello,
to record it. Hello, Larry. We're at the climax of fucking Jason Takes Manhattan here.
Yes. It's a key moment. Who's gonna survive?
Well, the black guy made it this far, so they were getting a little progressive.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, man.
He's usually the first one to go.
Exactly. That was always brother ain't gonna work it out. He was the first one to get killed.
Really? That's what they call that?
Yeah. In the early 90s, brother ain't going to work it out. It was him getting killed early on in the movie. So that happened in The Relic. Remember The Relic? Took place in Chicago.
If this horror movie thing they got going is related to the Video Music Awards, because they're doing Friday the 13th Part 1 after this. They're completely bypassing...
Oh, are they going back to the original?
Yes.
Oh, they're going to have the original after this?
Yeah.
Wow.
They're completely bypassing...
I'm excited.
Jason Goes to Hell and... fucking Jason X, which is where he was in space.
Isn't Jason X like the last one?
Well, yeah, and then they did Freddy versus Jason, and then they did the reboot, which came out in 2013, which actually isn't bad because they acknowledge it's a reboot, but it's him like in current times.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of even just related to Freddy versus Jason a little bit, but they do it well. I remember watching it and being like, this is a tolerable reboot. Yeah. It's not a great movie.
Yeah.
But that was even my argument. A lot of people tore that movie down, like the remake of, and I was like, the first one was bad.
Yeah.
You just have nostalgia for it.
Yeah, you're remaking Friday the 13th. This is not a good franchise.
If anything, it's better.
Yeah. It's an improvement on a shitty product, There's no place to go but up, Yeah, Friday the 13th, when I was a kid, when it came out, it was a revolutionary movie. It wasn't revolutionary, but it was groundbreaking. The slasher genre was very much kind of part of that. There had been attempts at the slasher genre before that, but it definitely was like that and like My Bloody Valentine, which came out in 81.
I'm not going to change it.
I used to love horror movies back then. When I was like 10 or 11 years old, I think I liked horror movies back then because my life was so horrible that I was able to project into it.
See, this is the problem with...
It wasn't escapism. It was actually realizing the horror I lived in.
This is the problem with streaming is the amount of channels hasn't changed in decades.
Yeah.
Like, that's not something that's changed. But BET plays 4 movies. They play the barbershop movies, and they play everything Tyler Perry, and then look Martin.
Yeah, Martin, man, Martin was a big show in the 90s.
Like
Martin Lawrence was a
streaming
sitcom
has
star.
affected cable so hard because when shit goes to Netflix or shit goes to a company streaming service, it then counts for whatever TV channel they own too.
Yeah.
So whatever good movies BET used to play, they don't anymore.
Yeah.
Because it's on Netflix and they can't.
Yeah.
Like, I hate that.
Yeah. Exactly. You know, I see what you mean. You know,
that would be my.
I hear your beef.
That's my presidential stump.
I hear your beef. Run on that. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so I don't think we really wrapped up.
You know, I love a fucking Hallmark movie. Yeah, you can get into more RNC stuff. I don't give a fuck. We're back.
Here we go.
We're here. We're gonna do.
Oh, is this her first time being kissed?
We're gonna do. Ooh, I love a good fucking air text. Let's see what the info is here. A novelist suffering from writer's block and a chef recovering from a bad review share a French villa for the summer.
Ooh,
I'm in, dude.
They're just trying to deal with their issues together, and they fall in love. They fall in love, and he's a chef.
Look how fucking strapping he is.
I mean, yeah, he's a handsome man. You know,
Let's
he
get
is.
a little fucking dialogue.
Jessica's a real friend. She will be there when you get back. She helped me do a little digging over here.
Is that his daughter?
You up for that?
Probably.
Yeah. Come on, then.
I mean,
you dig, I'll plant.
Okay.
They're doing something together.
I like these movies because they're all financially taken care of. If a little pry into my poor, we weren't like dirt poor, but like this really soothed me. This was my escape from reality because it's bad. They're cheesy.
Yeah. But
no one's late on rent. No, it's just so they're all so taken care of.
Their problems, their issues,
and that's why they have all of the financial freeness in the world to worry about this bitch fucking texting with a boy.
Well, that's all part of the...
In a normal person's life, a parent would be like, well, I got to go to bed, so I can't really fucking be here for you right now because I have to fucking get up for work. So,
well, that's the distortion of our country, but go ahead. We have money like that.
But that's why I like these movies. Like, it makes me feel like that's the, like, not this boring, like, shit, but like I want that kind of happiness of like we're good so we can kind of be cheesy with our dipshit kid.
Well, it's also like again, they have light problems. You're totally right about that, man. You're totally right.
Then we got the fucking boat. This guy's on a fucking boat.
Well, he's getting killed
with a step. Yeah.
Is this Gangs of New York? Are they going to go get the body out of the... This is where Scorsese... This is derivative, man. Scorsese took this.
Okay, so they still have the dog. Yeah. They're about to lose the dog. Maybe they don't lose it for as long as I thought, but she loses the dog.
But for all the Manhattan talk, they're never in New York City.
They get there. They're going there.
It's been taking a while to get to New York City.
So this movie's to go until 10:30, where it's fucking 9:38.
I mean, they're an hour and a half into it, and they're still in New York? I mean, come on. You got to get to New York. That's the reason I watch this, man.
Dude, they had
If you can make it there.
You could tell that, like, that's when you can tell they have faith in a movie because it's not just like an hour and 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, this was a 2-hour movie.
Yeah.
Fucking, and they probably had to cut shit out. Like, you can tell the director was like, dude, my final vision, there was like 45 minutes.
No, I'm sure the director's cut's popular one on this. You get this DVD for $2.99 at the swap.
The sex scene is like 20 minutes.
It's hot, it was good.
20 minutes.
They're on their dinghy. I mean, are they in the ocean?
Yeah,
or
they're
are
sleeping. They're napping now. He's napped. They're all napping except for the dog. The dog is terrified.
I'm tired. Jason has been following them this entire time. There's literally no tension. It's hilarious. It's so bad.
Oh, no, there's tension. I think, there's false relief. There's not supposed to be tension.
We're in New York.
They think like we're home clear. Like when they get to Manhattan, that's the thing.
Yeah.
And then you have the fucking final 45 minutes of like, now he's on Manhattan.
He's literally on Manhattan.
And that's probably their concept for the movie of like this fucking dickhead probably went in and were like, all these Friday the 13th movies take place in the woods in a small town. What if I said, what if we took him to a big city?
That's a good idea. I like it,
I got this idea when I was listening to a Nirvana album.
No, this was pre-Nirvana. This was pre-Nirvana. This is like 80.
I was listening to Nirvana Bleach, and I fucking...
No, yeah, this was 88, I think. So I think this was like...
I was listening to the Buzzcocks, and I got an idea.
Thinking it's art. I mean, come on, man. I mean, it's... The lighting in these, it just looks
well, that's
so
a soundstage.
preposterous.
That doesn't seem like it's New York.
No, I mean, no, they're on water. They're in water there.
They probably were literally... I gotta stop saying literally. They probably... had to get a like working factory to like, can we come here while you guys are working? Probably people working at that factory like, God damn it, we can't go to fucking Bay 6 because
because they're filming a horror movie.
Because they're filming some ass Friday the 13th.
I'm not going to
movie.
get overtime this week. You know, they probably filmed it like this. Is like one evening.
Crow, there's a great scene where he's walking the streets of New York and some fucking gangbangers happen upon him and they give him shit. And they give him shit. And he fucking meet the competition.
There you go. It's like fucking
Eastern Hockey League.
Yeah, there you go. It's the New York Rangers. We can't actually pay them for their for their emblem.
So to get away from the gang members, he shows them his face, and they all like,
whoa! With they like
when in reality
they caricature black guys like, yo, motherfucker, we're gonna take you down
a little
like,
bit.
Like that.
It's a little more modern.
Okay.
What's up? What's up, sucker?
Are they gonna say blood? Yo, blood.
No blood. I don't think they say blood, but like, what's up, man?
70s had that in spades.
Look at this guy wearing a mask. I even think a couple of them are white. It's a diverse group of thugs.
Oh, okay. So it's like post like Beat It video.
Yeah.
Beat It videos had an impact. It's an integrated gang. You know.
Your mask is mine.
Beat It. You have to understand. Beat It was a huge video, man. It was huge.
Well, because after fucking he got fucking John Landis to fucking direct all his music videos.
Well, he did Thriller with Landis. I remember his transformation scene was like, wow, that looks good. It was straight from like American Werewolf in London.
Oh, they go to shoot at this is where the dog runs away. We think the dog is gone.
Are these like? Oh, these are like.
These are random thugs.
Random thugs. Like,
yeah.
We hang out at the docks.
Your family.
We
took
roll
my land.
people at the docks.
These are random Native American Mexicans.
New York's a tough city, man.
Your family took my land.
New York was still tough in the 80s. It wasn't 70s New York. And by the 90s, it had Disneyfied.
Was Julian... Who was the mayor? Dinkins?
No. This was Ed Koch was still mayor. Dinkins became mayor like in 88 or
people hate Koch.
89
and
or
that's
90.
the thing now, too. People are saying that, like...
Ed Koch was mayor
Bloomberg...
from
Who's the mayor
88.
now? Who's
de Blasio?
People are saying that like he's Ed Koch. It's crime. It's back to where the crime is back to where he was. Like a lot of people associate the crime in 70s New York with Ed Koch.
No, Ed Koch helped save the city. He really did, actually. He built a bunch of housing. They built like 175,000, I think, or maybe even more units of housing when he was there. They needed to redo the housing stock there.
Didn't he also build the freeway?
No. They redid the freeway in the 80s.
That's
too.
that part of that documentary you had me watch. That fucking documentary about New York that the last part is about.
Oh yeah,
it's about from 1946 on. That's how detailed it goes. So this documentary is a 12-part. Ken Burns. It's Ken Burns' brother.
His brother. Yeah, exactly.
Fucking Ray Burns.
Exactly. George Burns.
He made a 12-part documentary about New York, and it starts in the 1800s. And then so every episode is 10 years of New York.
Yeah, it's a decade or yeah.
And then they get the last part 12 is World War II to the present. Like they do one episode of just like, all right, we've focused on New York decade by decade for the last 11 and a half hours.
They go from 46 to 77 actually. And they go from 78 on, which is interesting. It's a different bifurcation point.
Yeah, but
New York was in decline.
But they get into how the highways bulldoze neighborhoods. Like putting like they have a big part about the one neighborhood that is gone now because of the Long Island Expressway.
Yeah, well, they tried to put it through Manhattan, and the neighbors in Manhattan actually resisted it in the 60s. That guy, was it Moses was his last name?
Yeah.
He was basically, he was the power broker more than the mayor.
But he also built the bridges and shit. Like, that was the concept of the episode, was that this guy who made New York this glorious thing also destroyed it because
it certainly changed its character.
Yeah,
absolutely changed its character.
Because he's the one who made the boroughs basically. Because once those highways got built, people moved to Long Island and they moved to fucking New Jersey.
Yeah,
because that made it made it possible to work in New York City and not live in New York City.
Yeah. I mean, I think it definitely suburbanization started. There's no doubt about it. At that time, Long Island people went from Brooklyn to Long Island. That's what they did. I think they because
Brooklyn's on Long Island.
But exactly, it's the very far western tip of it. So I've never been into like the heart of Long Island. Like I got friends who have a house in Quad.
That's what's funny, and I don't get the origin behind it. So the New York Islanders, their logo is the fucking Long Island.
Yeah, Nassau County. Yeah.
They don't include Brooklyn. Like it was something of like that's not Long Island.
Yeah, you know what it was? It was 70s racist America is what was going on there. It was like we don't want to be associated. We are in Nassau County. We're the county over from there. We don't want to be associated. But it was like big. It was populous.
Kings County is where Brooklyn is, right?
I think it's Brooklyn. I think the county
is it Brooklyn County?
Yeah, I could be wrong. I
know Kings is the big one. Kings County is like a big county.
There's a county.
Like I think there's counties.
I think of the boroughs.
Let me look at it.
That's what I think of. When I think of New York, but it's very mid 90s is when it truly changed. I remember going there a lot in the 90s. I was thinking about moving there because I got into grad school there, but I'm kind of glad I didn't. I stayed in Chicago, and that was fine. New York didn't. I don't know. It's expensive. It's expensive, and the housing stock is terrible.
Yes, Brooklyn.
You gotta have a lot of money
Brooklyn is in Kings County.
It's Kings County. I didn't know that. Never knew that. Just learned something. Thanks, Keith.
So let me.
You informed me. But that's So we're going to talk about Chadwick passing. Talk about him too a little bit.
Fucking Black Panther died. Did you like Black Panther?
Yeah, absolutely. I saw it on a flight from Amsterdam to the States 2 years ago. I liked it. Thought it was good. I'm not a big comic book movie fan, but I thought it was decent enough. I mean, whatever. I mean, it's just, the formula is there. It's been told to us so many times.
Manhattan is New York County. Brooklyn is Kings County. Queens is Queens County. The Bronx is Bronx County, and Staten Island is Richmond County.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Trump is from Queens, which is part of his axe to grind with Manhattan, and then that's why he has this.
Because Queens used to be like
it was looked down upon.
Oh, really?
It was looked down upon as being like this. You're not Manhattan wealth. You're Queens wealth, and you're wealthy, but you're not part of Manhattan. And he didn't like the way the culture worked. They looked down on him.
Isn't Long Island City in Queens?
I don't
or
know.
Near. I think it's like.
I really don't know New York's geography that well. I know it a little bit, but not that well. I never lived there. I visited.
It's weirdly
a lot,
placed. Like when people describe it to you and then you see it on a map, you're like, that's weird. Like when they show like the way New York is positioned, like you think you're looking north, but it's west.
It's
because of the
Manhattan Island is key. Obviously.
Yeah, because Manhattan goes like east west.
No, it goes north south.
Does it? See, that's weird.
South. It goes north south. It does.
It's like long. Yeah.
So yeah, it's long, kind of narrow. I mean, I seriously contemplate. I got into grad school at the New School and the University of Chicago, and I chose the University of Chicago. I think the New School was more up my alley politically, but it was honestly the energy of New York. It wears some people down. I know people who moved there and like ended up in a mental institution and shit.
Well, there's a lot of people.
It's just, he said, just a crazy place.
I don't think there's no moment. I don't think you ever get a time like out here. You could go outside and you're like, oh, there's nobody around.
Yeah, you can just sort of meditate. And
I don't think
out.
that exists in New York.
No, it doesn't really exist in Chicago that much in certain parts of the city. It's densely populated. It's different out here. When I parked my car outside your place today, it's like I'm on a street. There was no one there, and I did like stuff on my car. Like I was like there for 5 minutes. There was just no one there.
Well, LA's dead. There's crime on the streets. There's heroin. Did you step on a heroin needle? You didn't step on a heroin needle.
I did not. No, I didn't see one.
So let's break into some this weekend. Do you have any more Republican convention stuff you wanted to get into?
I was saying about the Kenosha connection. I texted my friend today, and he was just saying like they just feel pretty weird there right now. There's a really weird vibe in the air. It's been a real rupture in the social fabric, which. Pardon me, is sad. It's kind of sad.
We got an Adam and Eve promo code for you guys.
There we go.
Call it up.
Yep.
Fucking spice it up with your fucking lady.
Exactly. There you go.
Or man, whatever. Or not. If you're a half a fool, no. That was always in the 90s the compliment, like half a fag.
No, that wasn't a compliment. It was kind of a rip. It was sort of a criticism.
Like you're a little bit of a sissy. Look at these thugs.
Listen, I said on stage.
That guy looks like L.A. comedian Naz Janis.
He probably is.
No, Naz is my age. Maybe a little younger. Oh, he shot him. This is where you find out. He's fucking soaking wet, dude. He hasn't dried off one bit.
He's still...
Oh, he blew his hand off. That's like a desert eagle.
Man.
That's definitely like a mid-70s, like, you can get anything out here, man.
Notion of New York, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Think about being a junkie in New York in the late 70s.
Oh, yeah, he fucking got the steam pipe. Because there was steam running through every single pipe in New York City.
Well, exactly. That was part of the thing.
The city's just made of steam and steel.
Every late 80s movie, Black Rain, there's always like steam coming up from like a manhole cover, you know, and there's always like a slick street. And there'll be some like tire screeching car. You know, that was a big effect.
So let's roll through
late 80s.
some
history.
TV history, TV and film history throughout the week. We have birthdays, we have events.
Sure.
So no one cares about the Venice Film Festival. Nothing happened on that day. Let's go birthday. Vince McMahon was born this week. This is
how old is he?
He's got to be. So let's see. So this is for August 24th.
Do you think he's probably in his 70s now?
Vince McMahon was born in 1945.
Wow.
Also, Rocky Johnson, who was The Rock's dad, was born this week. So him and Vince McMahon.
So he's 75 years old.
Vince McMahon, you bet your ass.
75 years, right? Because that would be, because 45. My father was born in 42, and he turns 78 at the end of September.
Ann Archer was born.
Ann Archer, you know, well, one of my bookends, one of the last actresses I fell in love with on film was Ann Archer in Fatal Attraction. I found her really attractive when I was 18 years old. That's when I realized I liked maternal women. I tend to like maternal women. That was always the thing. Oh, look at this. Oh, yeah, he's a boxer.
Oh, yeah, he is. He tries to punch him off the building.
Yeah.
Do you want me to spoil it for you, or do you want to watch it?
No, that's fine, dude. Spoiling, dude. I don't care about that. This is.
I'll talk through. I'll talk it through a little. So we have Helena Carter, Hal Smith.
Al Smith.
Hal. He was Otis on the Andy Griffith Show.
Wow. He was the town drunk.
He died in 94.
He lived a pretty long life.
Yeah.
You know.
Let's see. Anybody else good? It doesn't look like it. Let's go up a day. He's getting closer. He's trying to punch him off the building.
Exactly. Now he's getting tired. This is so ridiculous. This is his way. He throws him off, right? Is that what he does? You just throw him through the glass? That's what has to happen here, right?
No, he punches his head off.
Punches the black guy's head off?
Yeah.
He literally decapitates him with one punch.
With one punch.
That is a extremely hard punch.
His fists are fucked up, dude.
Well, because
you start feeling the pain. Now watch, he's gassed.
He's tired.
Right on the edge. You'd think he's just gonna push him off.
Exactly.
Think he'd be fucking gentle and just push him off. But he's a merciful guy, Jason Voorhees. Jason Patrick Voorhees. I don't know if that's his middle name.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Wow.
Right into the garbage truck. Right into the dumpster.
Was that hard? He literally a clean shave, clean. He has a razor in his knuckles. He has razors. That was pretty impressive. That was preposterous. Wow. I mean, I remember these movies like being bad, but like, holy shit, they aren't. I mean, being this bad.
1957 on the 24th, Stephen Fry was born. Steve Guttenberg was born.
Okay.
David Koechner, Dana Gould. Now we're getting into the fucking.
When was Gould born in 66?
64.
He's my brother's age.
Okay, now we have 1950, August 25th, Rashomon was released. The Kurosawa film.
Oh, yeah.
What else big do we have here? 1991 43rd Emmy Awards. L.A. Law, Cheers, and Kirstie Alley and Patricia Wedig win.
Well, won Best Drama. L.A. Law?
Yes.
L.A. Law was a Stephen Bochco. Yeah, it was a big show.
That was pre Law and Order, right?
Oh, yeah. It was post Hill Street Blues, pre Law and Order.
L.A. Law was on for like 10 years.
And pre NYPD Blue. Bochco had a little run there. Bochco's dead, man, and he was a great producer. Hill Street Blues, L.A. Law, and then he also did NYPD Blue.
Also,
Dennis Franz was the consistent thing through
classic 1990s. Jamie Solinger of Iowa crowned 10th Miss Teen USA. They loved
1990?
it. Yes.
About close to my age. I was 21 years old in 1990.
Let's see if any.
I remember 1990 well.
George Fawcett, born in 1860, probably a Pharaoh descendant.
Or maybe, maybe. Who knows?
Monty Hall, born in 1921, this week on
Is
August
he still
25th.
alive?
No, he died in 2017.
Wow.
He lived a long time, though.
Jesus.
Sean Connery, born in 1930.
Connery's on the ropes. He's got to be on the ropes.
Tim Burton, Tom Skerritt.
What else happened? Was there some the first? Oh, look at this. They have his head. His decapitated head is there.
Weddings of Interest, 1955. Bela Lugosi weds Hope Lillinger.
Was that in the Ed Wood movie?
Probably. I mean, this was real life.
Yeah.
1950. Ed Caddick, professional wrestler, died. Deaths in film and TV. This is a good one.
Ooh, that's a good one. Yeah, yeah.
John Hans von Tongeren, actor, commits suicide at 27. Jesus Christ,
What
that's
year?
a deep cut. 82. 82.
Wow.
Not a lot of. 2001. This is relevant too. 2001. This week, Aaliyah dies.
Wow.
Plane crash, Bahamas.
18 years ago.
So her family just allowed her. They're working out a deal so she can be on streaming services, and they're making it seem like, oh, we're finally allowing the fans. But I did the math, and I was like, 2001. They're running out of Aaliyah death money.
Yeah.
Also, it's rumored that R. Kelly paid them off because R. Kelly married Aaliyah when she was like 14, and her family let him.
Yeah.
So there's rumors that he's been paying them off. He's been paying for their silence. So now that he's in jail, that's probably done.
That money has been, it's not happening anymore.
So they need Spotify money.
Wow. Crazy. I remember her dying. That was a big deal because she was being groomed as like kind of the next star, or a star.
Let's see. Anything else good? 1955, first colored telecast of a tennis match. Davis Cup. NBC.
NBC's always had a relationship with tennis.
Yep.
CBS a little bit too, but not ABC. I don't think tennis when I think ABC. I think of NBC and Wimbledon. Then I think of CBS with the U.S.
What
Open.
a fucking contrast of events. So television debut 1996, Seventh Heaven starring Jessica Biel debuts on the WB. That was a show from my fucking childhood. What were you doing in 96? Stand-up hardcore, right?
I was living here doing stand-up. And working at the Fair Housing Congress.
Wow, you moved a year in, huh?
I moved a year and a half in. Because I got into grad school, and I was like, I can defer for a couple years. It's like, I'm going to go out to L.A. and just hang out for a couple years.
You think you would have been
I got
better
a job.
served staying in Chicago and developing?
No. I'm glad I did. I'm glad I came out. I think it was a good experience to be out at that time because this city is kind of an intimidating place in its own kind of weird way, and I wanted to get exposure to it.
So contrast that with 2018. Boxing match between YouTubers KSI and Logan Paul ends in a draw.
Wow.
Like that's an
event that happened
that's
on the screen.
Yeah, YouTubers.
God, it's crazy.
Let's see if we got any good birthdays. Jim Davis, American actor, 1909. That's see, there's a lot of Jim Davises. That's not the Garfield guy.
Yeah. Was it the guy who starred in Dallas? He was the patriarch in Dallas. It was Jim Davis.
A British Stephen Wright, not the American one. Melissa McCarthy, born in 1970 in Plainfield, Illinois.
I am 1 year older than her.
Macaulay Culkin was born in 1980 on the 26th. Happy birthday, Macaulay.
Jesus.
John Mulaney.
How old was Mulaney?
82.
Okay.
82. Chris Pine, 1980 on the 26th.
See, I remember those.
In L.A., Chris Pine is an L.A. boy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Born and bred.
Absolutely.
Fuck those people.
Fuck
those pedophiles. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, your experience of growing up in L.A., I just wonder about that being a kid.
You probably need good parents.
Yeah.
I think there is something to be said about not, even if you raise your kid in downtown L.A., you're far enough from Hollywood to where you're like, you just got to stay away from those hills, man.
Yeah, because
and Hollywood's got a lot of meth heads. You probably don't want kids in Hollywood. Is that Rebecca O'Neill?
Maybe it was. I don't know. Is there a GoFundMe?
Yeah.
She's GoFundMe to.
Oh, that's great.
That's crazy. To do that. You know.
Yeah.
What's
now
the
we're
ad?
going into the
What's the ad?
27th. What? Oh, want to get into some politics?
Calling for mask mandates nationwide.
No, you're not going to have national
Here at home.
You know,
fighting this virus and rebuilding our economy will take a president who's ready.
Did they get the fucking? They got fucking the head cop from The Wire to fucking do that.
You know, I mean, listen,
he does all the big commercials.
You know, I mean, I'm sure that they're trying to.
1950 on the 27th, first transmission of a TV program from the continental Europe shown on BBC.
Huh. Okay.
Man, they got TV late. Bunch of fucking pioneers out there.
Well, yeah, but it was. I'm sure the Second World War didn't help the development of television.
Dude, soccer just stopped for the duration of both world wars. Because I didn't realize in my head that, like, oh yeah, England was a battlefield.
Well, I mean, it still got bombed in the Second World War.
They show pictures of the stadiums after the war, and there's like weeds growing through the fucking stands. Like they had a drastic. It was a big fucking deal in England.
Yeah, absolutely.
Film releases 53, Roman Holiday, whatever the fuck.
Oh yeah, that was
Gregory Peck, Eddie Albert, and Audrey Hepburn.
Audrey Hepburn. That's one of her first movies. I think she was kind of discovered in her.
Film premiere 64, Mary Poppins.
Huh?
This week. Dick Van Dyke, probably at the height of his fucking fame.
And just drinking. He's still alive.
1990, WWF SummerSlam, Ultimate Warrior beats Rick Rude. Big day.
Yeah. I was a Warrior
title,
fan.
Daddy. PBS starts. Who gives a fuck? Angelina Jolie named. Oh, fuck your Goodwill ambassador bullshit. Not interested in like current stuff. Mariska Hargitay won an Emmy in 2006. Michael Keaton, Birdman came out
in what?
2014. That's how old we are, dude.
God, 6 years.
Coming up on 10 years, dude. That's almost 10 years.
Yeah, I know, man. It's. This is a flashback sequence in Jason Takes Manhattan?
Yep. I think she was in the water.
Things are an idyllic.
Oh, that's what. So she's afraid of the water because he tries to drown her.
You know, young lady, you've been coming out here.
Listen to that echo voice.
3 years, and you still
In case you can't tell, audience, this is a fantasy sequence. He has the echo effect on.
Yeah. Barbara Bach, born 1947.
She married Ringo Starr.
Yeah, she still looks alright.
She was a Playboy model.
Pee Wee Herman and Sergeant Slaughter, all born this week.
What year?
52 for Paul Rubens.
Wow, he's 10 years
and 48 for Slaughter.
He's 10 years younger. So he's 67 years old. Pee Wee Herman. Him getting caught jerking off made Onion headlines. Like in Madison, because the Onion started in Madison in the late 80s.
Aaron Paul from Breaking Bad, born this week. They love weddings. I don't care about anything Robert Downey did post quitting heroin. It's just not interesting to me.
His comeback is pretty amazing.
I don't
the fact
care.
that he was able to come back.
It's so boring that he married his wife that he's still married to in 2005. Susan. My wife Susan, they do fucking goat yoga every morning.
Ugh.
You ever see goat yoga, Crow?
No.
You do yoga, but goats stand on your back while you do it.
Yeah, that is not not the truth.
Yep. Baby goats stand upon you while you do yoga poses.
That's bizarre.
Yeah.
I judge that.
I judge that. I
judge that.
Judge it.
You know?
It is adorable. It's good for Instagram.
I just find it. It's such a weird
Okay,
we're
coming to the 28th.
Not hurting anyone, so go ahead and do it.
We're coming
you
up.
Son of a bitch! You're the reason why I was afraid of the water. What are you talking about? I haven't aged at all in the 20 years that you went from being 8 to 28.
He got a little darker hair.
Yeah, I actually didn't get gray. I got Just for Men. This guy was a veteran character actor in the late 80s. He was in a lot of
He said it. He goes, "You son of a bitch." The fires of New York City are louder than the dialogue.
Yeah.
Just keep away from her.
That's how bad the writing is.
No, but they have these barrel fires. They make it seem like New York
That's
is
what
just
it was.
a
Bums are
blaze
just passing
of...
around a bottle and bum fires, which, by the way, does not happen. Does not
No,
happen.
I mean
now.
in Skid Row it might, but
yeah.
1986 largest wrestling crowd of 69,000.
Silverdome in Pontiac, Michigan.
No, Toronto.
Oh,
let's see.
this is
Not
not
a lot
New
of
York.
super interesting stuff.
This is not the Lower East Side.
Well, they only got 5 million. They only
Yeah.
afforded 5 mil in New York.
Yeah,
they
yeah,
probably
yeah.
had to fucking
Parse that money out wisely.
get creative.
You know?
Like they probably took some pictures of what it looks like, and then they're like, "We'll fucking redo it." 1968, one-day marriage of TV character Murphy Brown. The fuck is Candace Bergen that old?
No, well, she was around in the 70s.
What does he just snatch him? Oh, he puts him in toxic waste because there's barrels of toxic waste just laying around New York City.
No, not the toxic waste. This will be a great effect. Like his skin falling off will be a great effect. When he pulls him out, there's going to be a good like skeleton with like weird flesh coming off. That'll
don't
look
think he
really
does.
rubbery and fake. It'll be great. It'll be great. He'll be like a skeleton, maybe, with some flesh hanging off, right? You
I
gotta
don't
show
think
his
he
face.
does. I think it's just like he drowned it in that New York
Well,
sludge.
no, man, they should have shown him.
They should have
right?
played New York Groove by Ace Frehley.
Back-
He did that.
Back in the New York groove. Yeah, it.
Ruth Gordon died.
When did she die?
1985.
Oh, well, she
Stroke
was
in her
old.
sleep. 88. The Big Bus. Is that the mouse lady from fucking Rosemary's Baby? You eat the mouse.
Who? Ruth Gordon?
Yeah.
Maybe she was. She was in Clint Eastwood movies. Any Which Way But Loose. She was in Harold and Maude. You know, she played Clint Eastwood's mom in Any Which Way But Loose. Like the pissed off mom. Those movies actually have comedic ability in them.
Ooh.
They're actually okay.
Today, in 1967, the final episode of The Fugitive starring David Jansen, watched by 78 million people.
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. TV back then, I mean, you got 30 million people to watch All in the Family and crap. You know,
1992, 75,000 for wrestling in Wembley.
If you get what 3 million people to watch a show now, is that a hit?
Oh yeah,
yeah,
100%.
Yeah, you got a popular
well,
show
for like a cable TV. Network television is still like the new Roseanne reboot got like 28 million viewers, and that was groundbreaking. That was like people haven't. This is 90s numbers.
Yeah.
So now I think if you can get to 10 million on an NBC sitcom, that's good. Like The Office stayed between 5 and 10 million the whole run.
So it had enough success.
Yeah.
Well, what was 30 Rock's success like? Do you know? I don't know what the range was.
Let me see.
It's interesting. I mean, I think the valuation of NBC was higher in the late 80s than it is now. That's how much money it was
Also,
making
what
back
I
then.
wonder, because are ratings still only based on Nielsen households?
I have no idea how
like
they
when
measure
they
it now.
say
I really don't know.
when they say 5 million people, that's not across the whole country. That's whoever has the ratings boxes, right?
I don't know. I don't know how they extrapolate that out.
Because not everybody's TV is just feeding ratings. That's like
Nielsen ratings was like Wisconsin Graduate made that.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, but if you're on like a Netflix show, if you get like 800,000, is that like successful?
It depends. Like AEW wrestling does 700 to 1 million every week, and that's like considered successful. So
It's a chunk of people. It's a chunk of people.
Let's go to episodes.
How many people watch W. Kamau Bell's show? Do you know?
It's on CNN, so probably 10. A lot of those news networks do 6 to 10 million.
That's a lot of people.
So here's a great breakdown. Season 1 of 30 Rock, the pilot was 8 million US viewers. And then it went to 5.7, and then it went 6.4, 5.6, 6.5. So it averaged about 5 to 6 million.
How long did it last? How many seasons did it last?
7.
Jesus, that's a run.
Then
That's a
season
good
2 was 7.3 for the first episode. Then it stayed at the mid 6s to high 5s.
Interesting.
Then season 3 it kicked into high gear. Started at 8.7 million, stayed there until the 6th episode. Then it dipped to 5. Between episode 6 and 7 went from 8.9 to 5.4.
Yeah.
So that's Christmas special drop off. Christmas special was 8.9 million, and then the next episode is a month later, and it's 5.4.
Yeah.
So that's just people.
Yep.
That's what you happens when you take a month off. People's schedules get all fucked up.
Yep.
So then it took them 6 more episodes to get. It took them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 episodes to get back to 7 million.
What did it have in its last season? I'm just curious, like what it whittled down to. Like what was the final straw? Or what was the?
Ooh. So just to keep it in perspective, season 4 they're still doing 6 to 5 million steady.
Yep.
And then 5, it goes from high 5s to the 4s. By the end of season 5, they're doing 3.95 million to 4 million. Season 6 is 2012. Season 6 is 2012, and its debut episode 4 million, and then it's 4s and 3s. The last episode of season 6 was 2.84 million. Season 7 was 12-13, so they didn't really take a big break off. They knew if they took a break off, they would completely lose their fucking viewership.
Yep.
Season 7 was steady 3 millions and a half of a season, 13 episodes. And then they closed it out with a special in 2020. Here's a great perspective. So the last episode of 30 Rock, 4.88 million viewers. The special, 30 Rock one-time special, July 2020, that was fucking COVID. 880,000 viewers.
So there weren't people who were waiting to see it, really. I mean,
Or just the idea of people are like, I could just watch 30 Rock on Netflix.
Yeah.
I don't have to watch the special.
Yeah.
The special reminded them that 30 Rock was on Netflix.
Yeah. That's actually, yeah.
And they went and watched 30 Rock.
Yeah. And maybe that was part of their plan to get some money from that.
But that's a great example of how I would say that 2011, 2012 is when TV really took a shit, because that's when Netflix kicked into high gear. They started streaming.
Yep. Absolutely. Yeah. No, the game has changed. There's no doubt about it. I mean, there's more forums and mediums for this stuff, you know?
So 75 million people watched the last episode of
The Fugitive. And 4.8 watch, and 4.8 probably was a decent enough number. They're probably like, okay, that's decent enough. It's acceptable. It's tolerable. You know?
1997, Netflix is founded.
Yeah, I remember them, sending out Netflix DVDs.
They offered to buy Blockbuster, or no, not even buy. They said, we want to use you as our. They basically wanted to use Blockbuster, like, we're gonna go into business together, and we'll send Blockbuster movies through the mail.
Yeah, Blockbuster was like,
and
no.
they were like, no, that's dumb. Nobody will ever do that. And I think they even told them, they're like, eventually we want to do this streaming thing.
Yeah.
And they told them, like, you're nuts. Like, people will always want to buy their shit from a video store.
It's like, nope.
And that was the end of Blockbuster.
God, I think about that in the 90s and how there were just literally hundreds. There were thousands of Blockbusters across I mean, they named the damn Miami Dolphin Stadium. Wayne Huizenga made Blockbuster money. He made his initial money doing sanitation in Long Beach in the 60s. Not in Long Beach, on Long Island in the 60s. And then, he was mobbed up, obviously. But he ended up making enough money to buy the Miami Dolphins. They had the stadium was named, there was the Blockbuster Bowl.
Jesus. Looking at deaths in film and television here. Nothing big. Ingrid Bergman died in 82.
Wow, she was a beautiful woman, because she was probably relatively young.
67 on her 67th birthday.
Oh, she died on her birthday.
Oh, that was the 2 movies she was in. I thought, like,
she was in Casablanca
and Gaslight.
Yeah,
which I don't know what that is. Simon Oakland, founder of Oakland, died in 1983. No, just an actor. Great name though.
Simon Oakland.
Lee Marvin died in 1987 of a heart attack.
87 he died, huh?
Yeah.
I remember Marvin.
Teddy Turner, a lot of these British comedians fucking biting the ass.
God. I think that they all, if you ever see some movies.
Gene Wilder died today, 2016.
4 years ago.
4 years ago.
Huh.
And then, since people are getting this on a Sunday, we will do the 30th. Just a fucking Tom
Finish it
Brokaw.
off.
1976, Tom Brokaw becomes news anchor of NBC's Today Show.
I remember, I grew up with Tom Brokaw. He and Jane Pauley were a team. Pauley was from Indiana, did Chicago for a year, and then got plucked up into New York City. They liked her. They liked her Midwestern sort of sweetness,
12 Years a Slave, 2013.
12 years a slave. That's what it is. I saw that in Belize. It's good.
Cameron Diaz was born
in 72.
Wahoo. Let's see.
Jason got electrocuted on the third rail.
Oh, yeah. The third rail was a big deal as a kid.
Oh, yeah.
I got warned of the third rail so much as a fucking kid.
Oh, absolutely.
But then you see birds on them, and you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
They're not getting electrocuted.
So they're just in the big
Not
city
a lot of
now.
good depth.
Sabaro. I remember. I tell you, I didn't mind a slice of pizza from there.
2003, Charles Chuck Bronson dies at 81. The Dirty Dozen, Death Wish.
Wow. Yeah, he was in The Great Escape too, I believe. He was one of the guys digging the tunnel.
Wes Craven died in 2015. I didn't even know he was.
Wes Craven was. I think Wes
Nightmare
Craven
on
was.
Elm Street.
I think he liked boys. Correct, Wes Craven.
Hey, we're not judging.
Hey, man, I'm just saying. It's an observation. You know, that's what it was.
Probably. That's probably.
Or was Wes Craven? No. Who was the other guy? Wes Craven. Who's the other guy that was the competitor for Wes Craven? That was the other horror film movie made like Hellraiser. Craven didn't do Hellraiser.
Clive Barker?
Clive Barker. I think Clive Barker is gay, actually.
Probably. This is where he shows his mask to people. This is like the climax. He's in Times Square now. Like, he's not even dry yet. He's still wet.
Still wet from being in the East River a half an hour ago.
Yeah.
You know,
look, they're wandering around. Where should we live?
God, this is big. I'm confused.
Look, the cars have no hubcaps. We got no hubcaps on the vehicles in New York City.
He's still alive and nobody's paying attention to him.
Oh, here we go.
Check out this, yo.
Did you fuck around with a boombox?
I did, actually,
Did you have a jam box?
Not as good as that. It was small. I just have
meat slime bag. Yo, man, it's cool. It's cool, man. It's cool.
I would have thrown the knife at his face. I love diners.
Here we
like
are
this.
with the diners. Here we
Putting
are.
the smokes out in it.
Yep. Chicago's got great
Dub's
diners.
Diner.
Man.
Yeah. If we shit in the food, what do you want?
You don't understand. There is a maniac trying to kill us.
Welcome to New York.
That's right. What the hell? This is Katz's.
Or she'll like not wait. She'll be like, "You gotta wait in line, buddy."
Here we go.
See, but he didn't punch his head off because he's racist. He punched the black guy's head off.
They all just leave. Yo, look at that earring. God, that's so late 80s. I feel like, you know who would make a good Jason Voorhees? One of the doubles would be Mike Mankings. Remember him?
Yeah.
He'd make good, like, one of the Jason Voorhees.
A good leering, stalking
because he's
murderer.
sort of a bigger guy and he's got a certain physicality to him, you know? He'd be good. They had like three or four.
Be a little too lumbering. You have to be a little.
But there's a little bit that's good about that.
I don't think you can
though.
shake Mike Mankings off. It'd be easy to lose him.
Yeah.
You need to be able to be. He's
But if he got a hold of you, you'd be like, oh shit.
Mike Mankings couldn't do that. Mike Mankings would be. He'd give up. He would have. He'd be eating food at the diner, right?
He got pissed off at me when Trump ran in 2016 because I was talking about my aunt who compared him to Hitler.
Who
lived in Germany, so actually experienced.
Mike Mankings cried in front of me because he thought white men were under attack in the country. He legitimately got emotional.
Yeah. No, yeah. I think there's some people who really genuinely feel that. I mean, they're pushing that hard on Trump's campaign. They had that one kid. Remember the kid who went to some rally, had a MAGA hat on?
He got a settlement, dude.
Yeah, what happened to him?
Covington
exactly?
kid.
Yeah,
his name's Justin something.
What was the story again?
So he was a part of this I don't know if it was a private school, but it was like a religious field trip he was on, and they were at some religious bullshit. Well, they were on this, huh?
Oh,
it was an anti-abortion rally.
God. Yeah.
While they were at this anti-abortion rally, there was simultaneously a group of Native Americans that were fucking just doing whatever the fuck.
Yeah, yeah.
They might have even been protesting the abortion rally.
Yeah, yeah.
But the video that got released on CNN made it look like that this group of kids went up and started fucking with these Native Americans.
Yeah.
With like MAGA hats and stuff. But when you saw the unedited version, what happened was there might have been some words spoken, like they were being dipshit kids on a field trip.
Yeah,
when you went on a field trip, you thought you were an adult. You fucking you were being all just a tough guy.
Yeah, you're 17 or whatever.
So someone might have said something to one of the but these Native American guys started like doing dances in front of them and stuff, and there ended up being this standoff.
Yeah.
And this kid was like standing looking smarmy at this Native American with a MAGA hat.
Yeah.
But when you look at the unedited thing, this kid actually was showing restraint by like just standing there while they were like beating drums in his face and shit. So like it was harmless on both ends. Like, but if you look at the unedited version, they kind of started it. But the CNN video made it look like, look at these Trump supporters.
What a travesty. He's going to be canceled. You see, the canceled culture is out of control.
But what sucks is like, even though I'm half on the kid's side, the cancel culture warriors, like the people who are against it, took this kid and put him on a pedestal of like, see, this is what happens when the media manipulates shit. This kid did nothing. And it's true. This kid didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah.
The only thing this kid is guilty of is being a part of an anti-abortion rally.
Yeah.
And like, I'm willing to bet that they might have said something that attracted the group of Native Americans, but in no way were they like picking on the Native Americans.
Yeah. Or
if anything, they started picking on the kids.
Yeah. Well, it's also or fucking with them, so you get picked on.
But
so
this kid,
when a weapon
so
comes
that
out,
kid, the kid that was on the video smirking at the Native American, got a huge settlement the other day.
Wow. Well, he was in the convention. I watched a bit of his.
He got a huge settlement. I don't even know from who.
He was he had that weird like robotic Christian like. I look forward to the day when the media is fair and balanced. I look forward because the media came. I am so sick of them saying the media.
But anytime someone from like a Joe Rogan warrior will try and tell you about like how the media's they'll say like, look what happened with the Covington kid.
Yeah,
that's example number one.
Yeah, it's in the toolkit.
Look what happened to the Covington kid.
Yeah, wow, he had a terrible.
They ruined that kid's life.
They didn't ruin. You know something? Brett Kavanaugh's life was not ruined. He's a Supreme Court justice. It's ruined.
Oh, I've made that point before.
Yeah.
Take a look list all the people that got canceled. Louis, still working.
Yeah.
Fucking
Roseanne Barr.
Kathy Griffin for holding up the head of Trump, still working. All these people that got canceled are still very much working.
Yeah.
Canceling is for people that already don't like that person.
Yeah.
Never once has someone been canceled and a fan of that person been like, you know what, you're right. I've been on the fence about people where it's been like it's not worth having to defend that person.
Yeah.
I'll go to bat for Louis. What he did was fucked up, but I'll take that burden on.
Yeah.
I'm not taking that burden on for some people.
Yeah. I just find it's just an evolution of the phone being in everyone's hand, man. This is just part of the thing that's happened now, which is just. I never would have predicted this when I was younger. I never saw something like this happening.
2019, Valerie Harper dies of cancer.
A year ago.
80.
Gosh, she was up there. 80, man. Cancer. Oh, boy.
Yeah.
That'll be that's what gets most people. Gets a lot of people.
So, yeah, Chadwick Boseman, fucking Black Panther dying.
Yep. That was crazy when I saw that.
I was amazed that he did like 10 movies with cancer.
Oh yeah,
basically his whole career was with
he still was working
desperate levels of cancer.
Yeah, he was still working. It's interesting because you look at him and
if you look back at those pictures, everyone like they're like, how did like he looked great, and then you look back at those pictures and you're like, he kind of looked like he had cancer.
Yeah, he was gone.
Like if you look back at all those pictures, because he's buff in fucking Black Panther, and then any picture outside of Black Panther, he's skinny.
Yeah. Yep.
He was full of radiation.
Yeah. Ooh, man.
Can you imagine how we watched Black Panther last night? It was probably insane to keep that muscle on during the filming. Like the working out he probably had to do and taking vitamins to keep his immune system good while he was getting radiation and shit.
God.
And the insurance to to go to Disney and be like, look, I have cancer.
Yeah.
So if you want me to do this movie, I'm gonna need chemo. Like,
yeah,
I'm just letting you know the responsibility on your shoulders. Like, I could die while we're filming this.
Yeah, I mean, because that was probably filmed in like
2017.
17, yeah, because he was diagnosed at 16. It's crazy. Yeah, colon cancer, man. It's
diagnosed stage 3, and I think they basically told him like it's, you know, we can ease you into stage 4, but
yeah,
it was probably a death sentence.
Yeah, 43. He's born in 76.
Yeah.
It's like, fuck, I'm 51 years old, for crying out loud.
There are certain kinds of cancer where you tell everybody the day you find out, or if you're rich enough and it's bad, but they say like, you know, we can probably keep you comfortable for a few years.
Yeah.
That's when you don't tell anybody until you're on death's door.
Yeah.
And like, that's like David Bowie did that. Chadwick Boseman does that.
Yeah.
But then you have people who like stub their toe and they're like, I'm dying. Like, I have to fucking tell everybody.
Yeah, Bowie dying. God, that bummed me out, man. I mean, he was, you know, you didn't hear anything. It was very discreet. It was very discreet.
They're in the sewers of New York City now. Their end game here is they're going to open up the sewers. They're fucking all the danger toxic. The
danger.
All the barrels of toxic waste that are underneath New York City.
Exactly. So yeah, this is her defense.
She knocks it over. Oh yeah, so this is great.
I knew there was going to be a bad effect.
It's melting his face.
You know, that wasn't as good as Poltergeist when the guy rips his face
Mike
off.
Mankings would be done. Mike Mankings Jason would not withstand.
Again, that'd be the Jason in the close quarters. He'd be close quarters Jason. Like you're in a bathroom, you're getting stabbed, you're in a room somewhere. But the chasing would not be good for him.
Silhouette. You need a tall guy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you got a gut, but that's okay.
Action, cut. That's it. That's what you need Mankings
Didn't he
for.
leave Chicago because he was basically...
Yeah, he lives in Arizona, dude.
But he got totally into coke. Wasn't that his thing?
I think that... But he got kind of like internet trolly. I think he got run out by the scene. He was one of those people where like he was in Chicago for comedy. So
yeah,
once people don't want you around anymore, why are you there?
Yeah, it's crazy.
He hung around for a little bit though.
I always liked him. I don't think he was a bad guy. Or anything,
I don't hate Mike Mankings.
You know, I mean,
I don't hate Mikey Manker. I just stopped following because he started being pro-segregation on social media.
That is,
I'm willing.
A preposterous
if
position.
he texted me, I would text back. But I would be like, "Hey, what's up with that post about being pro-segregation?"
Yeah, it's crazy. Look at this.
Now I'm willing to. Oh yeah, he starts. That's the psychological. He starts oozing water because he sees it.
This is how he gets it.
He's afraid of water, so he was paralyzed by fear when he saw the water.
Just walk up the ladder. That's always a famous.
Well, he was holding her ankle, Crow. He's got
get up there now.
He's got a very powerful
This is your chance to get away.
This is a man who hung onto an anchor on the back of a ship
and went across the seas.
Yeah,
went across the seas to take Manhattan.
I think he can hold on to her ankle, and he's all toxic wasty, so it probably burnt when he grabbed her. She's gonna have his handprint,
like the Achilles heel.
Oh, there he goes. There's always a final throw of Jason. Now he's good. Now he just
gone.
disappeared.
Oh, I'm reliving, mommy. Ooh, and I'm burning. Wow, this is it. This is pretty dramatic.
This is a good way to crest out of the episode because we fucking will end out with the credits.
Ooh, that was an effect.
Oh, look, it strikes the fucking...
By the way, lightning rarely strikes New York. It does now, I guess, because of climate change. They say there's actually some... they'll get a tornado there now on occasion.
Oh, he's a regular boy now.
But mommy, woo. But mommy, woo.
I love how it was boiling him from toxic waste, and now that he's fucking pure, he's just like... He's got human skin and shit. Look, he's not naked. They couldn't get a naked boy. They couldn't clear a naked boy.
This is bizarre. What a bizarre choice.
Because I think this was that was part of why this guy's thing too of like, we'll bring him to the city and this will be the last one.
He'll be reborn. You know, no. This franchise won't die. Jason Voorhees, it won't die.
This will be poetic, man.
Sure it will.
So here we go. Now they're just like, well, fuck it. We're here.
We're in the city.
She's probably... And now you're thinking, hey, what about that dog?
Exactly. Spot! Rover!
Will you wear my
is his name
necklace?
like Scout or Skipper?
It's like fucking Millie or something like that. She says it when the dog runs up. I don't even know. I think it's just wandering around. Okay, yeah, here we go. You think it's a killer. Toby.
There you go. Toby, wait. Oh, isn't it good now? Life is good.
In real life,
it was really scary for a while, but now the collie come back into my life, and I feel better.
one of Toby's ears would be missing.
Yeah, he would have been. He would have cataract over one of his eyes.
Yeah.
You know? Here we got the song.
So we got it.
El DeBarge.
It's come full circle. We have the movie started with a shot of lively Manhattan, and now it's early morning. The Batman logo's gone, so that we've seen
Minolta.
We've seen the difference in time and shots because the Batman movie's gone.
Yep. Exactly.
Well, that seems like it's the episode.
Yep.
We went through everything.
Yep.
You can fucking, if you like the episode, smash that like button, bruv, down there. Hit subscribe.
Please
follow us on the audio versions. You can do that on Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts. We're on Stitcher. We're on fucking anywhere where you get your podcast. Follow Crocious on social media at Insecure Comic. He's got a great Twitter actually. He's been fired up lately.
Yeah, I've had a few good
old
tweets.
Donnie. He's been doing some good ones. So he's at Insecure Comic. INSECURECOMIC.
Yep.
On Twitter, and then you just type his name on Instagram and Facebook. You can find him there.
I know. I got a following. Tell you what, I got like 400 followers.
Yeah. I am at Keith Pazel. That is KEITHPAESEL.
Yep.
That is everything across all
400
platforms.
follows, so
I am
bad.
the only Keith Pazel on Earth, so you need not worry that you're going to follow someone else. Yeah, follow me, follow the episode. We'll see you guys next week.
Yep.
Thanks
You will.
for listening.
Thanks for listening.